Hey there, kids. It's me, Oni the Unicorn. And I'm here to tell you that f***ing your dreams ain't cheap. In fact, it costs a ton of cash to do. So that's why me and the Oh No Radio Show need your help. Just go to the website displayed below and hit us up with some cash, yo. $1, $5, $1 million if you have it to spare. Any amount is appreciated. Well, I gotta go because these dreams ain't gonna fuck themselves. See ya!
No.
No! God, please, no!
Oh no.
Oh no!
Oh no.
Oh no!
Oh no. Oh hell no.
You are listening to the Oh No Radio Show.
Eat a bag of dicks.
So, I'm gonna need some suggestions here. What are good jobs that one-armed people can do? No, baby. We are back. We had a little bit of a break there. Kind of unintentional, kind of, work plans getting in the way, but this is the Oh No Radio Show. And we are back. My name is Owen. I'm still the captain of this shit ship. We're still doing this thing. Along with me tonight, my good friend Mikey B, who just had a birthday. Happy birthday,
yes, sir.
My mustached muse. And,
It is my 38th year of the Lord of Darkness, Satan himself.
Flying around the sun, one more time.
Hopefully.
Yeah. And then Ty, I guess he's gonna come along later. He's, he's working right now, I guess, doing his cable man duties or whatever he does. I like saying he's a cable man, which is the furthest thing from the truth of actually really what he does. Like, he's not.
Yeah, it's like he's Jim Carrey from The Cable Guy. He's the one like, physically hooking up your line.
Ty would have Ty would be useless at that. Imagine him with the ladders and with the he would have to climb up like telephone poles and run. Like, he would be so crappy at that. Like, I can't see him doing that. He's more the tech support guy. Can
you imagine like Ty showing up to your house and he's like, "Hey, I'm here to hook up your cable lines," and then they're like, "Oh, well, I mean, you're 6 hours late," and he's like, "It's a window.
It's a window."
But
and he never seems to get the job done in one day. He always has to come back. It's
three trips.
It's like a 3-day affair. I imagine it would be like a 3-day affair of.
And on the second day, he's actually like an hour and a half early.
Yeah, he's like, "Well, you weren't there." He's like, so I left. He actually comes back the next day because he showed up early, not in the window. You weren't there. Then he's like, "Well, you weren't there." So like, I
had to come back a third day.
Yeah. And then, like, the fourth day, maybe gets the internet going. Like, still no phone, still no, TV or whatever. But
he hooked up 2 internet filters, so your internet speed is just it's pathetic.
Yeah.
And like when he comes in your house, he like has like duck through your doorway. Like,
imagine him. He'd have to get in people's attics. Like he's in people's attics. He's like clonking his head on everything. Like yeah.
He falls through at least two ceilings in his lifetime.
No. This is like more like a 2 a week. 2 a week.
Oh, 2 a week.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah. Yeah, he'd probably have another accident, kind of like what I had. But we'll get to that. We'll get to that in due course.
Everybody having accidents. My goodness.
Well, here's the thing. Let's talk about my trip to my favorite city in the whole entire world, Mikey. You know how much I love this place. I talk about it with such reverence and such high acclaim every time I go there for work.
Only good words I've ever heard you speak about this town.
Yeah, so I was in New Orleans, Louisiana, and I gotta tell you, still a shithole. Still a shithole.
And I'm surprised you didn't get like the sound of like someone peeing in a toilet when you said, "Wait, guess where I was?" It was pee toilet sound. Dot wave.
I mean, it's kind of what it feels like when I'm there. It feels like that sound is constantly going on. But yeah, this trip, I was immediately annoyed because this is like, even though the city I hate, not my favorite place. I'm usually happy at this particular location because of the hotel. The hotel's usually one of the better ones, and I know that for the most part, if you ask for a room in the north wing, they all have balconies, which is huge, right? Like that's really,
you can smoke.
Yeah, exactly. I don't have to walk all the way down, like the 5 to 10 minute walk, seriously, to the front of the hotel to be able to smoke. This particular trip, no, sorry, we're renovating that side of the hotel. There's no balconies. So instantly, I'm already a little bit mad about. Now, we found out later that was just that's some complete bullshit. I saw people coming and going from that area of the hotel. I saw people, like the housekeeping were up in there.
Well, it was being renovated for people like you.
Yeah. So
they saw your beard when you got there. They're like, he is definitely not North Wing material.
North Wing material. By the way, the North Wing in this hotel, it's like the older part of the hotel, so they should want
swankier.
It's not
class,
though, but
vintage,
it's not really
retro.
Retro, yeah. So I mean, I'm mad about that, and then I make some observations. By the way, the gig went well. Nothing really like too crazy to report on there, but in my adventures around the New Orleans area, I try not to venture too far. But one of the nights I did, I ended up down in the French Quarter area, which is where all the trouble happens. As I'm kind of going in that area, I noticed two like big graffiti themes like throughout the city this time around.
Ooh. Can I guess?
Please.
Okay, my first guess, as with all guesses of graffiti, dicks.
No dicks. We're not here.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
I always lean so heavily on dicks.
So there's two big ones.
Old style, like the old English cholo font.
Okay, there was some of that. But
Nice.
but that's not like the two prevailing themes that I saw throughout my graffiti adventures in this town. One of them was I wrote this down here. Hang on. Slop Cop City. All right. So
what?
Slop Cop City was everywhere. Now I think that this probably has to do with the alleged corruption by the police within New Orleans. Like so.
Oh, I would have just assumed like the police all had like mustard stains on their uniforms.
Well, I didn't see a
like
single
donut dust like scattered about themselves.
Well, I saw I did see a fair amount of crime going on in this city. Not one cop
openly.
Oh yeah, a lot of crime, just everywhere. It's just
nice.
Yeah. A lot of crime,
nice.
No cops. It's like Mad Max. It's like Mad Max out there. Swampy Mad Max.
The inmates run the asylum.
Yeah. I got a story about that here in a second. The other one though was that Jesus smokes crack. There was a lot of graffiti with the words "Jesus smokes crack" in the city.
He probably would.
I mean, hey,
he was dirt poor. He never. Let's be honest. He never worked.
No.
He was a carpenter's son.
Yeah.
It didn't say nothing about him being a carpenter.
He was the guy that like, okay, bring me the saw, bring me this saw, bring me that, you know? Like, he didn't actually,
Jesus.
He didn't
No,
do
the Phillips head screwdriver.
Yeah.
Jesus, the Phillips head screwdriver.
Yeah. Give me a posit drive. Thank you. All right.
No. I can just see Jesus' dad, like,
I said hacksaw.
Just
Hacksaw.
sighing to himself, like, quietly, just like,
yeah.
oh my God, I'm gonna sacrifice this motherfucker. He can't do anything.
Yeah, somebody's asking if we're live. We're live. Don't worry about it. We're here right now. Like someone in the chat room. I don't know who you are, but welcome. I one of the nights we were down in New Orleans, I got hit a couple bars, me and a friend, coworker, and we asked some locals, like, because we were in kind of a local area, like, okay, what's a good place for us to, like, eat? We're getting hungry right now. And you got to check out this gourmet hot dog spot. Right? Down. I'm like, okay, that actually sounds pretty good. We agree, and we start, heading that direction. And we get to the gourmet hot dog spot, and it looks pretty good. And there's people inside, no one outside, although there are like 4 tables outside. And we're like, we're both smokers. We'll sit outside. We'll order our food, and then we'll have them bring it to us outside. It's cool. So we do that, and we're waiting on our food. And as we're waiting on our food, there's I'm going to call him a street urchin type character. I don't know if he's homeless per se.
Was he a Charles Dickens character?
Well, he was I just feel like he might be gang affiliated. He might, do a lot of like hanging around on them streets. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, he's a street hanger.
Yeah, he's one of the, and I've heard that they can be quite territorial, and that we were in sitting, outside. Like, he likes to sit outside there, and he was not happy about us, sitting outside in his street urchin spot. So at first he comes up and he's pretending he's deaf or doesn't speak English, and he's asking for money and a cigarette and all this type of stuff. And
I have $5 and a cigarette.
Kind of like that. And he's pretending he doesn't really know how to talk. He's pretending like something's up. And
I was raised by other street urchins.
Let me tell you about something about like these street urchin folk. Like, I get it. Like, when times are tough, you've got to maybe panhandle. You got to do a thing. But let's be polite about it. Let's not, like, interrupt conversations, right? Like, me and my friend are having a conversation. We're in this conversation. And all the time, it's just like, I'm the main character. I've got to butt into the whole thing, right? Like, this guy. And my buddy just, like, because we've had it. We've been dealing with this for, like half the week, like multiple times a day, this same exact type of scenario. My buddy just kind of says, hey, we're having a conversation here. Back away. We're not going to give you anything. Basically, piss off.
Yeah, get the fuck out of here, man.
Get the fuck out of here. Guy does not take too kindly to that, and he ends up, starts setting up shop. He stands like right behind me. I can like feel his presence, like standing right behind me. He then like starts setting up shop. He's got his backpack. He sits it down on one of the chairs on one of the empty tables behind me, slams another chair into the back of mine, at which point my buddy, who is a lot bigger than me, stands up, says, nah, fucking get the fuck out of here. Like, a very, like accusations. First off, he was a black man, not that had anything to do with it. He was just being an asshole. This guy starts accusing my friend, starts accusing my friend of being racist. That did not go over well with my friend. He then takes the chair and backpack that was on the chair, takes the whole thing, throws it out into the middle of the street. I'm expecting to get stabbed. I go
fisticuffs at least.
So, yeah, exactly. So I'm just like, I don't want any part of this. I don't need to be going to jail in New Orleans. I go inside the restaurant and I tell the owner exactly what's going on. The owner runs out there and kind of shoos the guy away. Turns out they kind of know this neighborhood street urchin character and absolutely, was somebody that they kind of have sympathy for. But I'm talking with the owner. I'm like, well, I can't. I'm not allowed. Like, I gotta get harassed if I come visit. I'm like, fuck your fucking town. Thank you for whatever that was. Fuck your fucking town. Like, I just went off. I'm like, your town fucking sucks. It smells like piss. I'm never coming back here, and I'm never coming back to this establishment because I can't feel safe having a goddamn hot dog sitting out on the street. I asked, were the cops even called? What was that? And then he just started laughing. He's like, yeah, you think cops in New Orleans are going to come out for, something like this? And that's what proves to me that the place is a complete and utter shithole.
Yeah.
Like, if that was in downtown Orlando, like a situation occurred, yeah, the cops might not be there immediately, but they would at least come to be like, okay, there's like a confrontation going on outside of, the social or, like someplace downtown Orlando. They would at least come, right? Like, even though people would be like chased off by then, I'm sure. In New Orleans, that's not even a thing.
That's whatever.
Yeah.
We'll show up if we want to.
Yeah. Well, again, Slop
Let somebody
City.
get stabbed first.
Yeah.
Then
they might come. Gunshots, maybe.
We'll let the gunfire cease.
3 shots,
Yeah.
any more than 3 shots, then we might swing by. But yes. So that was more or less my experience, which is par for the course with everything in New Orleans. The food is still overrated. The people are still like atrocious, and the city is a goddamn abomination, and it needs and quite frankly, it just needs to be wiped off the map. That's realistically the way I feel about New Orleans. But I digress.
Can I tell you? I recently we went back to Titusville for my birthday to go visit my mom and my brother and sister. And when I tell you, man, there are parts of Titusville that they have definitely done a lot of work on and put a lot of time and money into revitalizing.
Yeah.
There are still a fair amount of just straight up shitholes still. Just the things that they're like, we're not gonna do anything. Money shouldn't be spent here.
It's kind of like Sanford. It's like they can do whatever they want. Downtown is a really nice place, but if you go 1 minute outside of downtown, shithole. Yeah, let's be real about it. Stanford,
big poo-poo stinky.
Yeah. Kissimmee the same, St. Cloud the same. All these areas. There are these smaller towns in Orlando that, we're going to regentrify and we're going to make a main street and everything. The main street's always cool. The main street's always nice. And you got your bars and your restaurants. But you go fucking a minute and a half away from that.
You know what? Don't care about Main Street anymore. Throw things all over town. Don't care. I don't see the point of Main Street anymore. The only places people go anymore are restaurants and bars.
Yeah,
that's it. If you want to buy something, you have it just brought to your fucking house.
Exactly.
Nope. People don't want to go to stores anymore.
No, people don't go downtown to go shopping. People don't that's not what happens. Like, I mean, a lot of people don't even go to the grocery store anymore. They're getting their food delivered, let alone going and
Kroger showed up and everyone's like, all right, not going. That's one. They just took out their list of places they still go and go, all right, that's one more place I'm not going anymore.
I mean, let's think about this real quick. Like, do a side tangent here. What are the places that people still have to go? I feel like you've got your, auto mechanic. You've got a hair salon or, place to get your hair cut, barbershop.
A restaurant. You got to eat.
Doctor. Yeah.
Bro, even parts of that are telemedicine now.
Yeah. There's
Dude,
not.
So apparently the guy, Dr. Sean Latte for Bud Docs, they're not our sponsor, but I wish they were.
Mm-hmm.
From what I know, now that I'm an actual patient, when I go to do my renewal, I can just call him and he'll say, hey man, how's it working? Is everything good?
Yeah.
More, less? Cool. Thanks a lot, man.
You've done one in-person visit, and now you're good for probably, I don't know. There's like a certain amount of times, right? Or something like that. But
I don't know. I think I'm good. I think I got like 3 renewals or something that like
before
that
you
came
got to
with-
actually go see him again.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think that's then. And so what? Like the office is like 15 minutes away. So yeah, it's still like some doctors' meetings you still got to go to. Haircut, food,
Dentist.
pretty much. If it's anything that you have, like, it has to be done to your body, you still got to go.
But that's about it. There's not much. There's not much left.
Yeah.
That's like,
And dude,
out of-
I bet that doctor stuff is so cool. If it probably exists for really rich people to like,
get
okay,
like house doctor, like back in like the old days in the UK, you could get like the
private
doctor,
medicine,
a village doctor would come around your house and do things, and then unless
making
you
house
needed,
calls,
making house calls. So unless you needed, like, they might not do surgery at the house, but sometimes they used to. I know that. And then like, if it was something major, they like, they would probably have you go to a hospital or anything. But apart from that, it's like, nah, like, here's some meds and here's what you need to do and go about your day.
bro. Could you imagine like if the dentist could just like, once dental, like the tools and stuff needed to do most dentistry, once they can like miniaturize that, like the power source, a water can, like the water portion, once they could miniaturize that to a point, private house call dentistry where the dentist just shows up, you sit in your favorite fucking recliner, he gasses you, like puts the little bib on you so you don't gush all over your recliner.
I'm into this.
And then these dudes just set you up, like tooth extractions, crowns, caps, whatever. Because the stuff is so small now. I show up, I stick you with a needle, or I roll the little gas thing in, and we're good.
Fair enough.
I think that's the future.
That is probably the future. That's definitely the way it's going to go. One more thing about my trip to New Orleans. It's on the work side of things, right? So it was this conference I was working at. I can't really say the name, but I can tell you what it is about. And it's about like, like electronic waste, right? And like how people, like the industry about electronic waste and recycling and all this type of thing, right?
Right.
And so one of the stories that came out of this conference is there's this German guy, and he's a very, like, he's a Hans, like he's about as German as they get, right? Like he is the German. Yeah. Stereotypical as fuck. So he's there, and he's like this, he's in his really nice German like suit, and he's
Wait, what's a German suit?
I don't know. I thought about that after that. Well,
the inside is just either a German flag or all swastikas.
Yeah, I don't think this guy was like that. He was a very nice guy, but he was telling us how he has this facility that takes all these like circuit boards and electronic waste, and they scrap that, and they take all the precious metals that are in all these things out of there.
Yeah.
And I started wondering, because this guy's like the CEO of this company. I'm like, how much money is this dude worth? Like, it's probably a lot, because he tells us that the German mafia, they got robbed. His whole plant got robbed by the German mafia, which you didn't really know was a thing, but I guess it is. And they stole $20 million worth of precious metals from their facility.
Say what?
Yeah. So it's a huge case. They haven't like figured it all out yet, and he can only say so much about it. But it just got me to thinking, like, you just got robbed for $20 million, and you're still like, you're pimping, like you're doing good.
Well, the company got robbed of $20 million.
Yeah. But this guy's worth a few mil. Like, I'm guarantee you, like he was like part owner and shit too of this type of thing. But it also got me wondering, because like the precious metals, what do you like? I understand you get robbed and you sell like if you were a watch manufacturer, right? And you get like high-end watches, and you get your you get your shit stolen from a factory, right? Like, well, there's a black market for that you could sell the watches. That makes sense. What are you doing with this 20 million worth of precious metals? Like, and it's not just gold, and it's not just like there's a bunch of shit.
It's
there,
irregular, weird metals, too, right?
Yeah. It's what I'm thinking. Yeah, a lot of it. Like, so what the hell? What do they do? Like, where do they go?
Bro, think about this. It's got to be easier to sell that stuff than like a bunch of watches.
That's true too.
Because if you stole a bunch of watches, like instantly, the watch company is going to be like, hey, bro, we know it was these watches, all these serial numbers. We can give you all the information. If these show up anywhere, like in the big watch market, let us know and let us know who's selling them.
Right.
Dude, if you just have nondescript precious metals
that are coming from a bunch of random circuit boards and random iPhones or whatever, like, but I still don't know what, like, who's
to say you're not a mineral broker or something like that, and this is what you do?
If somehow, like, at your apartment tomorrow, $20 million worth of precious metals just show up at the door, where do you even start, right? Like, what do you even do with that? I don't know.
Because honestly, I feel like if you start typing in your computer, where do I sell precious metals?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm flagged. I'm on a watch list now.
I feel like I'd have to know. Oh man, I'd have to try and like slip into Elon Musk's DMs or something. Like he'd buy them for something.
Yeah, but I'd probably go to my friends first and be like, hey, y'all want some palladium?
Yeah, exactly.
I got a whole barrel of palladium.
You know who I'd call
at my apartment?
I'd call Carl Tully. I think Carl Tully.
He might could move it.
I feel like Carl Tully could move it. Like he's got.
Well, he could physically lift it up and move it wherever you want it.
Well, he's got connections to all those like shady European countries, I think, too. Like that's where
I think his wife is just from one of them.
Well, like
but I guess that could mean connections.
Yeah. I mean, it's closer than I got connections.
I mean, I feel like I might just like take a couple really good photos of the barrel and
is that how it comes? It comes in a barrel. Like you imagine it in
no.
I thought it would be
a tiny little cool briefcase. I don't fucking know.
I was thinking more pallets. You know, like.
Bro, I can't store pallets worth of precious metals in my apartment.
You'd keep it in the parking lot outside. Like you just leave it down. You know, put a tarp on it. You're good.
Okay, so what I want to know is.
Put not precious metals on there, you know.
Yeah. If you steal 20 million in precious metals, how much is that? A backpack worth? Is that like you said, a pallet worth? Do I need a flatbed?
Yeah, I feel like that's a flatbed or a semi truck worth. Like that.
Okay, so how did these motherfuckers roll it? Do you just run in there with guns and you're like, put all the precious metals on the truck? I'm gonna shoot fucking everybody until all the precious metals are on the truck.
It's a German mafia. That's the probably.
Oh, hold on. Let me redo it then.
Yeah.
Put all the precious metals on the truck.
That's more like
Get some on the truck now.
Yeah. That's it.
And then as you're leaving, they'd be like, "Auf Wiedersehen. Goodbye."
Achtung. I don't know.
I think that's attention.
That's something like that. Warning, attention. Yeah.
Achtung.
Achtung. We're gonna rob you of all your precious metals. That's more French, but
danger.
Danger. Yeah. So I get back last Thursday, and following night we already had tickets to go to Fidlar in the evening. Right?
Oh,
great
Look
show.
At dog. Life's a risk,
dude. Yeah, and one of my favorite bands. You know this. Like they're like near and dear to my heart. Went with good old Apple Zacks, good old Red Sweats.
Oh, Red Sweats.
And Hannah, me, Teresa, Red Sweats and Hannah, double date type thing. And went to the punk rock show together. And
did you guys real punk it and stand on the floor, or did you guys get like loge seats?
Too old. It was at the Social, so first off, no loge, but we did stand. You know how like the Social is? It's got like the drop. Yeah, we stayed up top. Like,
good. That's fair.
Yeah, and
smart,
and pretty close to the door, so that easy to get out. You know, like, but we had a good view and everything. I posted some videos on my Facebook. And yeah, we, I think I got screwed somehow on the tab of the beers. It was like $76. And I'm like, well, it is the social, but then like, I don't know, like the credit card came back and it's like, did you mean to leave 104% tip? And I'm like, well, no, I didn't mean to do that. So I think somehow something got mixed up, because when I saw the bill too, it did say $76 or whatever it was. Like, but something was iffy, whatever. Not gonna contest it. It is what it is. Like, it's a lot of money, but shit happens.
Ooh.
So we had a great time at the show. One of the things I thought was cool was that the lead singer, I always forget his name. He was like, all right, guys, all you guys, like all the dudes, get on the side now. And I've never seen this at a show before. He instigated a female-only mosh pit so that the females could have their fun with being safe. And like, rule number 1, only females in the mosh pit. Rule number 2, if there's see a dude in there, beat the fuck out of him. So
Right.
that was kind of cool. I enjoyed that. And then we ended up getting pretty shithoused. Got an Uber back home, and we met some old friends at the show as well, and like a group of us came back to my house to continue, as you do, drinking at the house. Now it wasn't that late because the show started pretty early and it was over pretty early. We were done by like 10:30, 11 o'clock at the show, so we're coming back home. It's like, we got a good couple hours, we can party. And me and Teresa knew, it's like, well, we know how we are. We're gonna get fucked up. We're definitely making sure we have the day off the following day. So that was already kind of like, in the plans. But so we all got, considerably more drunk at my house, as you do. And after everybody left, Owen gets like a little antsy because he's not ready to go to bed yet. Teresa's already in bed, and I get a little antsy. And ever since I got home, I guess a storm came through, while I was gone, and it knocked one of the wires to my cameras. I got a couple cameras set up outside, security cameras or whatever, and one of the cables had fallen down. It was all swagging in front of my window, and it didn't look good. And I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna fix that. Probably not the best time of the evening for me to fix that, as I proceeded to stumble into my front of my house, and I stand on a old rickety chair.
That bad.
And I did the move where all I was gonna do was just throw the cable up on top of the roof so that it would just not be dangling down. Like one of those things I'll fix later, but at least it's not blatantly in my, in my line of sight.
Mm-hmm.
And as I do the move where standing on the chair and throwing it up onto the roof, the momentum of my drunk ass took me down to the ground. I believe my arm folded backwards.
Oh!
And I landed kind of I can't describe it really. Help me describe this, Mike. But it comes this and twists, and then I land on top of it.
It looks like Owen landed with his gut on his arm, but his arm also still poking to the ground.
Yeah, and with a good additional head thump, a good
a head gonk.
Yeah, good gonk. Thankfully I had my earbuds in. One of them fell out, got buried, had to find it a couple days later. And but I was able to do, because I couldn't. I'm sure I was kind of knocked out for a couple minutes, and I kind of come to. I'm like, well, this isn't good. I can't really move right now. I don't know how I'm gonna get back inside the house. I'm sort of tangled in the chair. I'm in the.
At least it's nighttime, so you're not roasting in the sun.
Yeah. I guess that part's good. And I did land in the dirt and grass rather than through the window that I almost went through, and I'm not on the cement pad, which is right by it. So like at least that part was good. But I'm like, hey Siri, call Hugh, and my neighbor. I'm like, hey man, kind of fucked myself, jabroned myself, kind of fucked myself up here. You think you might be able to? It's like 2:30 in the morning. They're 2 in the morning. Think you might be able to help me get back in the house?
Jesus Christ, Owen.
So he comes across the street. He does. He helps me up and I get back inside. I didn't realize this until later, but I was then like, because I guess I was just still drunk and the adrenaline was still going, so I didn't like feel like as like it wasn't hurting as much then.
Right.
I ordered Taco Bell for like 20 people and
no, Jesus Christ.
After
Owen.
that happened. And then ate and then went to bed. But I woke up the next day and I can't move. Like this is not good. Probably should have gone to the hospital. Maybe got some x-rays, maybe got a little I've just decided against that now. Like
all forms of like body scan, I'm not doing them.
No, I'm not into it. So I got a belt. I made myself a sling out of a belt and a t-shirt. So that's what I did. And then I ordered myself a sling and I'm like, well, that's not cutting it. I'm going to need a wrist brace. So I got that the following day and I've been wearing the wrist brace ever since. It is, it sucks, man. It is not good. I don't think it's broken. I can move my fingers, you know. The swelling's gone down a bit. I got a good, I don't know if you could see that.
Well, it looks pretty banged up. Looks wanged pretty good.
I got a good bit of bruising there. And yeah, I couldn't drive for a few days. So I had to call out of work because I couldn't literally like move my arm to even get like the steering wheel near my hand. Just today was I able to turn the key with my right hand and then press the button to like slide the gear shift into gear with my right hand. I was having to do that with my left and reach across. So it was a good time.
How about the old, you know?
Oh, I haven't done it. I'm too much pain. Like it's just
you haven't tried it with
not even
going back at it.
Not even bothering. Not even. No, I've not had that. Wiping my ass.
That's a legit fear of mine now. Now that it's hurt you to the point where you can't.
No,
I unlocked a new fear, and that's hurting my hands in such a or arms in such a manner that I can't.
Yeah,
do that.
Also, wiping my ass has been,
not as important.
Not as important. I mean, I can get in the shower. You're right.
Yeah, just spray my butt out.
Yeah. Well,
who cares?
There's been a lot of that. There's definitely been a lot of that.
I'd get a bidet. I'd just immediately get a bidet.
I thought about it. I definitely did think about it in this scenario. But how would I install the bidet without my right arm?
Well, you'd have to guide T through it. You'd have to get T and guide her through it.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
She's smart. She could do it.
But it also, if you remember from a few years back, I had messed up my collarbone. And
is that back messed up again?
Well, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, popped that good. So
nice.
That's nicely gonna have to be part of the healing process. So yeah, it's pretty much my whole right arm is complete trash now.
Owen, can I tell you something that happened this week that you're probably gonna laugh about?
Uh-oh.
Got my first little bit of old man pain.
Oh, I thought you were. I
know too. I'm still evolved. I'm still human 2.0. But got a little tiny bit of hip pain. I think it's just my hip needs like pop. I think it just needs
little chiropractic.
Yeah, I think I just need to have like a little adjustment, and it'll go back to being probably better. Honestly, I'll probably gain like a couple points of mobility. This is actually just slowing me down just a little bit. But what sucks is like I winced in front of my young coworker who already calls me an old man because he's like 20. He turns 21 like in a month or something. But he calls me an old man,
Well,
and
you
like
are.
I turned on my hip and winced ever so slightly.
And that was
And
enough.
yeah, and he goes, "What was that?" And I'm like, well, "What do you mean?" He's like, "You something happened. You made a face. You winced." And I'm like, "If you must know, my hip hurt just slightly when I turned. I think I just turned wrong." And he goes, "Nah, that's your body telling you you're old." And I'm like,
Oh, this punk kid.
"Oh my God." Like I am a nice person at work. I don't subscribe to the like dickhead cook model of things.
Oh, you
I'm
should.
really,
No, you should.
I'm not.
You should. You should.
Oh, but if they want to test me like this, and I'll unlock the cage and let all of the asshole out. The whole thing.
I'm in favor of it. I'm in favor of it.
But I'm supposed to be like some sort of supervisory.
Now, the best supervisors are dickheads. That's
take you down a peg.
Yeah, take you down a peg. My supervisor, by the way, when I've called out of work, he has no empathy. He is kind of a dickhead. I'll go ahead and say it. Fuck you, factory. And fucking this fucking guy. If I were to send you a message, hey, might have got a slight concussion, think my arm might be fractured or highly sprained, I'm not going to be able to make it to work because I can't physically drive. And this is like a day before my shift. Wouldn't you at least be like, okay.
I'd ask you, when are you in?
Yeah, that's how you do it. When are you in? Yeah.
Wait, when does your shift start?
8 a.m.
All right, so what are you thinking? Like, you'll be here at 10?
Okay, yeah. No.
You just need a little extra time to get here. I understand you hurt your arm. Concussions. No. Yeah, totally get it.
I just feel like maybe a little bit of, hey, or thanks for letting me know. Hope you get better. Whatever. Little something like that. All I get is, okay.
Oh, I thought you meant he was being a dickhead about it. He was just like, no, he was giving you affirmation.
Yeah.
That's no.
I want
people to
sympathy.
care.
I want sympathy. I want empathy. I want people like if you're in a management role,
Christ,
I feel like you need to at least. Oh man, that sucks. I hope you feel better or whatever. Hope it gets better soon. None of that. No. I want him calling. By the way, I want him calling and being like,
"Hey man,
are you doing all right?
You know, it really stinks. Yeah. I'm just calling to check in."
Mm-hmm.
See,
none of that.
Owen, what you forget is I'm from the restaurant industry where I've had to manage people, and people literally call out 5 minutes before they're supposed to be
but
there.
I'm not doing that.
So callous. I don't give a fuck. I have to do more work now and find coverage for your lazy, ignorant, drunk ass.
But I'm the best. You know, like I'm.
No, my first question would be like, did you do it drunk? I know who you are. You do it drunk?
Yeah.
All right, I'll see you at noon.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, well, there's a bit of that. Yeah, it was bad timing though too, because my bush downstairs is getting big too, and it's like, yeah, I don't think I trust myself to use my my trimmer with my left hand. Like I don't think I can. I don't know.
You're gonna nick your sack, bro.
I don't think I can do that. Like I gotta like.
So is it like at the point where it's just long enough that it's like prickly?
Oh no, it's like it's bush. Like I'm like.
Oh well, then who the fuck cares?
Yeah, but
like, let it go.
No, it's sweaty and disgusting and like it's.
Has it been issued like no more hump day until you get your bush situation sorted?
Pretty much.
Oh
yeah.
Why don't you ask T to do it? Make it romantic.
I don't think there's a way I can make that romantic. I don't know. I mean, she probably would. She'd just laugh though. She would just laugh. She would laugh. But yeah. The other thing, I don't know if you know this. We talked about it a couple weeks ago. I'm like a water cooler guy, you know. I got the big 5-gallon jugs that I go down to the Winn-Dixie, and I
can't be doing that. I know that.
Well, I did it the other day, and it was.
You're an idiot.
It was not. It was not fun. She sort of helped me, but I didn't, I did most of it. And I figured out a technique. I put like the neck thing in the crook of my elbow, and then I kind of like lift it with my left hand and support it with my right like that, and then kind of like put it in the shop. It was a lot of that. But yeah, it's not an easy feat.
At least you didn't do that thing where you stand in front of the machine and look like kind of helpless.
Oh,
until somebody comes, like, do you need some assistance?
Oh, I was
sir?
looking for one. I was looking for a big, strong man.
Oh, for an assistant?
Yeah, to come help me out. Like, I was hoping that maybe there'd be a guy behind me that could help. I mean, we're talking about like 4 5-gallon jugs here. Like, I got 20 gallons of water I'm transporting. I need a guy to, help at least put him in the cart,
I can imagine you, Owen, just standing in front of the water machine until someone else needs to use it. And you're I just showed up and I've been trying to wrangle with the idea of how to. You see, I'm injured,
Well, I was gonna have him maybe
I fell down trying to catch my son when they threw him out of our apartment as it was burning.
It was like an Eric Clapton situation, and I tried to.
He fell right out the window.
Fell right out. Yep. Yeah.
Would you know my name?
That guy's a piece of shit, right? We've talked about that, right?
I think there is a large portion of Eric Clapton's life where he was a real despicable cat.
I think a lot of drugs and racism. I think that's probably.
And he pretty much shoved his kid out of a window.
He kicked him out because he was he was doing
a drunk, drug-addled maniac.
Yeah, a lot of that.
I mean, you can't really write a song called Cocaine without doing like
a lot of cocaine.
At least a whole bunch of it.
Yeah. So let's talk about your birthday, man. I saw you went mini golfing. If I wasn't like injured, I might have come mini golfing with you, but I don't know how good I would have been at the mini golf. Did you go to the Congo River by the one that we went to? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
For our
just polishing up because I'm gonna try and hold a winner.
Are we going back there? Is that what we're doing?
Yeah, I like that place.
All right, yeah, we can do that.
Plus, this time we can inform the Chili's that we'll be there afterwards, and they need to.
Well, it's not COVID. It's like we're past that now. Maybe they're like full staffed enough that we can get a.
Well, I want the multimedia room.
Oh, okay?
The Chili's.
Do they have that?
I mean. Dude, the IHOP near my house has a multimedia room.
Is that what they call it? That's what they call it now, the multimedia room?
Well, it's got like a projector, but they also do like birthday party. If you're poor enough to have your birthday party at IHOP,
that's good. Okay, first off, I want to do that. I want to have my birthday party at the IHOP in the multimedia room, and I want to play porno while I'm eating pancakes. Like,
I definitely don't think you can do that.
Aggressive anal while I'm eating my pancakes, and I'm gonna eat them like I'm gonna eat them aggressively. My bacon too, like that's a good birthday.
I don't even need my birthday to be there. I just like to do the premiere of my new snuff film that I shot.
I like that. At the IHOP's a good spot for that. But
I mean, pancakes and murder.
Yeah,
beautiful.
Pancakes and murder, good song. It's a good band name.
That was on Eric Clapton's new album.
Yeah, it was. So did you have a good time though, doing the mini golfs?
Yeah, it was a good time.
Just you and Janine, or?
Yeah, it was just me and Janine.
Yeah.
I won by a few strokes. Definitely cinched a victory. I even did the I play a very inventive style of mini golf where I'm always looking for a nice little, some call it cheating.
Okay. An edge.
Not me.
Maybe an edge.
Yeah, it's called the edge, and I'm looking for it. I'm on the lookout. So in one of my attempts to obtain a slight edge, even though I was winning,
you try and like hop over like half the court. You did one of them, didn't you? Yeah,
a couple times.
Total out of bounds, like it comes back inbounds, so it's technically legal. One of them.
There's a lot of like tiering effects to these mini golf, and sometimes they'll do this thing where you start out here, but you end like right down here, and you just like have to hit it in a big U-turn kind of style. Well, me being me, human 2.0 evolved man.
Sure.
I just go to hit it through, the wrong way, right to the hole.
Was it ever successful?
Twice.
Okay.
Did the last hole with this extra ball.
You're not allowed to
And-
use the extra ball.
I kept my birthday ball.
Well, yeah, that's okay. You're allowed to do that, but you can't, like, because you found a ball doesn't mean that now you're allowed to use that because you lost your ball. That doesn't sound
No,
right.
it was purely so I could keep the birthday winning ball.
Well, that's fine. You got a birthday ball. I'm okay with
Oh, yeah.
that. I think even Congo River would be okay with that.
I didn't even, the last hole, they definitely are like, oh, you can just hit it in the Congo River and it'll take it right out to the hole. No. That's the way the losers play.
That's for jabronis?
Yeah, I shot the mini gap and didn't even let it hit the water. But
didn't know.
no, it was a pleasant time. We ended up ordering Chinese food and just kind of hanging out at the house. Nothing too crazy.
Sometimes that's what you want, man. Sometimes that's what
Yeah.
you want. It sounds like you had an issue though with some douchebag kids behind you.
Yeah, dude. So, as a teenager, I remember we did a lot of loitering, and we did a lot of yelling at people from cars. I think that was like the most terrible thing we did.
Yeah, I don't remember. A fair amount of loitering, but not really a lot of yelling.
We had a penchant for driving by people at gas stations who were pumping gas and yelling at them very unoriginally, "Pump that gas."
Yeah, what? Okay. Like, I'd just be like, all right, fine. I like, my favorite one I used to do was when I'd see like a runner in a neighborhood, and I still do this to the day. I'm like, I roll down my window, I'm like, pick up the pace. Like I try and you're fat, pick up the pace. Like, work harder. Like a lot of that. I do that. That's always fun.
But for the most part, like,
they were just yelling behind you.
yeah, if we were in public, we weren't just like screaming to make noise.
Yeah.
But behind us was a group of probably like 7 to 8 teen to preteen girls.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So, all right. Yeah.
So, and they are literally like one hole behind us, almost the whole. Like, we would get like maybe a hole ahead, but then they'd catch right back up. And the course is so like tight that you hear them the whole time anyways.
Did you hear what they were even talking about?
No, like there was constant just chatter from like every person in the group. And so it's like, I'm trying like, why are they screaming? Because I was pretty much trying to figure out like, why are these people screaming?
I'm trying to figure out how to cheat on this golf hole right now.
Like I need all my concentration so that I can nail this like arc shot over a railing.
Have they not seen any golf in particular in general? Like, you're supposed to be quiet when the person's teeing off.
Precisely.
Yeah.
So what I can't get is, because I can't like identify anything that's going on, but it would just be like chatter. It'd be a couple seconds of chatter and then just a random high pitched like just a scream.
Okay.
But it was every 30 seconds to a minute.
Like a loud like that type of thing, or like what?
Yeah, like a loud, not I'm in danger scream, but like just a loud noise scream.
So are they thinking it? Is it like like they think it's funny, or like I don't?
Well, they're all laughing, like after the scream happens. So I'm like, this can't be the funny thing, right? You're laughing because like someone did something and then someone screamed, right? But through the whole time we're there, I cannot discern for the life of me why they are just screaming.
Weird.
And is it do you think kids are just they've just lost all
kids, I think all kids are just autistic idiots now. Like all of them are just like they gotta wear headphones when they're young. Now they're fucking just morons because of the quarantine and everything. And so people they just have no social skills, so they just scream at random shit. Like half the kids, like there's no normal kids now. All of them got something, whether it's ADHD, they're autistic, they're fucking it's something. Like all of you are something, and it's annoying. Where's the normal people's at? Where's the normies?
I think it might also be Florida. I think Florida just makes some extra dum-dums.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't help, but it's... Speaking of the kids, on the plane to New Orleans, I think I watched this on the way there. I can't remember, don't matter. But, you got the in-flight entertainment or whatnot. And I stumbled upon this documentary. Shit, I forgot the name of the actual documentary. You can probably look it up. But it was about this band... This kid punk rock band called Color Killer. You heard of this?
Color Killer?
Color Killer.
Wait, just the singular color, not colored?
No, just singular color. Like
okay,
like crayons. You color with crayons, right? Like shit, like like kind of.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why would you want to kill color? Okay, that's an interesting name, but was it good?
Okay, so I'll play you a couple tracks and see what you think about this. Now, we've got the band ranges from the lead singer who's 8 to I think one of the guys like to 12. So it's like a 4-year gap between like the 4 members of the band, but 8 to 12. Like I think one of them's 10, whatever.
Oh man, dude,
they're little kids. They're little kids.
Bro, but the difference between an 8-year-old and a 12-year-old is
big. It's
big.
Right. Yeah.
Like, how are you guys gonna write music together? You guys don't even have the same problems.
Well, okay, so I'll play one of their tracks. They got pretty big on YouTube, I guess, doing their covers, but this is one of their originals. Let me go ahead and do the screen share thing for you here, Mike.
My mom says only an hour of screen time a day.
It's a lot of stuff like that, to be honest with you. It is.
And I can't even shut my door to make it go away.
Yeah, a lot of that. All right. So
we all got colored hair because our parents are super rich.
Yeah, a lot of that.
And my mom tells me what to do because I think she's a bitch. Yeah.
This one's called Down with Winter. I think this was their first viral hit. As you can see, they've got the colored hair, much like you said.
Pretty punky.
Not bad. So, not bad so far, right? I just
Let me hear the lyrics.
And that's the thing. I just don't know if I can get over the kid singing.
All right, now, Owen.
Yes.
So I guess the really good thing about them being so young is that if they talk to a 14-year-old, not a problem.
Uh-huh.
I mean, that's usually a problem with like bands and especially punk frontmen. Apparently.
Yeah, I guess so. But it's like it's not bad, but like I feel like the kid that is the lead singer, he's one of the youngest, and he writes most of the stuff. I think his name was Lincoln or something like that.
Oh my god, I hate him. I hate him already.
But no, this kid's got the charisma. He's gonna be all right.
Yeah, but here's the thing, like I don't relate to your music because I live in Florida and there's no snow, and 2, because I have bigger problems than the snow.
Well, he wants a snow day.
Rent is expensive.
He wants a snow day.
Rent, like
go away.
So he's also like missing half his front teeth. I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure what that's about, but it's kind of like I think it almost helps his vocals because he is missing his front teeth, so he's kind of like lisping.
He's almost got like a British punk voice to him now.
Yeah, exactly.
Because of his little lisp.
Yeah.
I'll take snow, they watch cartoons and play guitar. Wait for the snow to melt, hope summer's not too far. Trading my snow boots for the beach fun in the sun. Just get this over with and wake me when it's done.
One of the funniest things though about the documentary is like it's about like the band, but it's also about like the parents because they're all like different families. And so like, you have like a hockey team or you have like whatever, and all the families have to like get together like for, practices or whatever. They have to do the same for these kids with taking them to gigs. And it's kind of hilarious seeing all these like fat dads that are just like, sort of managing them and taking them to all these shows, like being all pissed off about like, God damn it, gotta go take them down to the social again this evening or whatever it is.
Yeah, dude, it's
holy shit.
I can't.
I just saw Glenn Weber in the chat.
Yeah,
room.
we got fucking Glenn Weber,
I haven't seen
baby.
you. I haven't seen or heard from you in a long ass time. Glenn, where the hell you been? He said that the basement carpet must be in the Midwest. They were just outside of Boston. I think it's they were somewhere in Massachusetts. So you're not far off. I mean, definitely for and that carpet that's definitely a
I can't wait for people to talk about Color Killer and be like, yeah, when Lincoln got to 5th grade, I think the music just really changed.
Yeah, it really dropped off. Like they sold out.
I think he became really, he just feels like he became really concerned with algebra.
Yeah.
The music changed. Like he got really into math rock. I don't know. It just doesn't sound the same anymore.
I haven't heard this one. This is their cover of The Kids Aren't Alright. Let's see how. Oh, is it just him? Probably just him. Oh, they're doing it. That's pretty good.
Oh shit, dude. For a second, I thought that was my buddy's son. That looks just like my buddy's son, London.
The one, there's a couple
the
of
one
them
that's on screen right now.
Right now?
The long colored hair.
He's the one that has no charisma, by the way.
Yeah, he's the one that looks like my buddy's son. And for a second, I was like, holy shit, like, I know this kid who's in a famous band. What the fuck?
What the fuck? That's enough, but you get my point. Like, it's not terrible. I don't know how to feel about it. Like, what's your thoughts?
Okay, I think it'll be good. When they grow up a little bit more.
Yeah,
I think having this base for it
can't be bad.
Is really
right?
gonna help them. Now, oh shit, the kid's already changed.
Yeah, he already cut his hair.
He doesn't play the bass too well at all. He wears sandals to school, and from the top right in your pool. But not enough for of us. He's pretty tall, and he always wears a point and a big sweatshirt. He's got a matching blankie just for jerking off.
See, this is what I knew. I knew it was coming.
Yeah.
Then he discovered touching himself, and now the music's different.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
In terms of fucking the songs, he is an expert, and they fuck up.
I don't know. I feel like this one might be their best one. I don't know. I kind of like it. I think there might be a future for this kid here. But yeah, I can see pros and cons. I'm not completely sold, but I'll give him a shot. I'll give him a shot, Mike.
Yeah, I mean, let's see how they grow up.
Yeah,
that'd be one I want to see.
I think he's the first one to develop the drug problem. It's either him or the one with no charisma. Or the one with the one with no charisma might be the one that actually like holds it together, like and brings the band back together type thing. Like,
well, it's because he's so uncool, like nobody wants to give him drugs.
Yeah. Whereas like the lead singer kid, like he's gonna lose his virginity at like 11.
Yeah, I mean he's
to like a 40-year-old.
Can you imagine his parents though? Like he got to that point where he's like, Mom and Dad, I know I've got blue hair right now, but I think it'd be better if I buzzed it down all the way, no more color, just black.
Yeah, just gotta get edgy. I feel like
that's the thing. Blue used to be edgy, and now you just gotta go back to just black.
Just shave it all off. Yeah, it's even more edgy. I think the thing that intrigued me the most about it was the stuff I kind of alluded to earlier with the parents having to take them to like the events and take them to all these things, right? Because they played like the Warped Tour. They played a stage at the Warped Tour up by them. But the father, one of the dads was making the point like, well, if you're on a hockey team, you get your kid up at like 4 a.m. so you can get ice time and get practice at like 6 o'clock or 5:30, like early, and then you have to do the games like and the travel like and it's all super early mornings and everything. We just do it the other way around. So those kids are, going to bed at like 3 o'clock in the morning because they've been up playing a gig at 10 o'clock at night or whatever. Like I don't know.
I will say
is that better or worse? Is that better or worse for the kid? Like,
I mean, I don't know. I think both of them instill like practice, determination, like getting together and teamwork. I think they both promote that just in different ways. But I do think it's definitely going to like ruin my buzz if I'm trying to like sneak outside in the parking lot.
Yeah.
And like smoke a joint.
Yeah.
If like I go outside and there's like a 12-year-old
you're in the back
cigarette circle.
You're right. You're in the back alley where like they load in and you get to go back. You're back there. Yeah. You're taking a piss and you're smoking a J and like you join and then there's like a little group of kids there.
Yeah. Like when the 12-year-olds are like waiting for these kids, like like, how do your friends come see you? Because if it's like,
I would imagine they can't. Like,
if it's Thursday night and you're playing a show at the Haven, like I don't think your parents are taking you and your friends to the Haven.
At 11 o'clock
I don't see it happening
when it's a school night. No, like definitely
not. Well, the show starts at 10, but we don't even go on until midnight. So
that happens a lot too. Like, yeah, that would be. Do you think these kids are? Do you think they're popular at school, or do you think that they're outcast and they're made fun of? That was my other question.
He just said that the kid they're writing this song about jerks off and has an anime.
Well, that's another guy. It's another guy. By the way, that's another Nate. Fuck off. Nate is one of the other guys in the band. So he's writing this like it's the bassist or something. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like your guys are probably. I'm gonna skew towards the like outcast loser side of things.
Right.
And you guys are just like, well, we're all outcasts and losers, so let's just make a punk band.
Well, I'll relate it to myself. Like when I was a child actor in school, it was not cool to be doing.
Well, that's because you were a rapist, Owen. You were a child actor rapist.
I played one. I
didn't say you were one.
But he wasn't. The character was forced into the. I didn't even do. I wasn't. I'm not a rapist. I didn't even play a rapist. It's just been thrown.
I mean, the rape was in a dream scene.
It was there. Just whatever. Fucking goddamn it. Do you want to get out of here for a few minutes? see if we can't maybe take a break and get Ty on the line here shortly.
Yeah, but can I just ask one thing?
Of course.
But maybe we can get the answer in the second half of the show.
Mhm.
What's the big draw with Taylor Swift?
Okay.
I've listened to some of the music just so I couldn't baselessly hate on it.
Oh, and it's fantastic.
And I mean, some of the lyrics just like
No.
for her being like the premier,
the powerhouse that
voice-
she is, like,
voice of our generation.
Right.
Like, I grew up in an era where dudes were like wordsmiths with emo music. Like, shit was really deep, and some of her, it just comes off so, like, I don't know, man. Like,
yeah, I get what you're saying. I think that we're just too old for it, realistically. Like, I do like a few of her tracks. I mean, Shake It Off's a banger, man. Like, I'll shake it off all day long. I think she's pretty, right? Like, that's got to be a big part of it, right? That she's pretty, and she's not the norm in the sense that she's so manufactured like the previous, like, our generation stars were. The Britney Spears,
Yeah.
the Christina Aguilera's, like, they didn't write any of their stuff, right? Like, they had talent that was recognized from an early age, and they were pushed to dance and sing and, like, you know, become superstars, and they were groomed for that. I think Taylor was different in the fact that I mean, I'm not saying she wasn't groomed at all. Like, I'm sure her parents pushed her in that right direction, and I'm sure that she got all the help that she could possibly get in every step of the way, because
but she like writes her own songs and everything
for the most part, like, yeah, she does. Like, I think that that is what separates her, and I think that she does play, like, I don't know how great she really is, but I think she does play, like, you know, guitar, and I think she plays a bit of piano, and I think she does have some, like, actual music chops.
Well, I guess what I'm saying then is, Owen,
different, but
if
I get
if
it. I get why you're asking what's the appeal, because they're
if she's writing her own music, maybe I'm just saying hire a writer. Just hire like one.
Yeah.
Get a second set of eyes on some of this stuff, okay?
That's fair. I see it both ways. I understand.
But then again, to your thought of, like, maybe we're just too old.
Yeah, that's
maybe
part of it.
I don't think kids are as smart as we were when we were young.
We had
I don't think it's there for them.
I don't think it's intelligence. I think what we were exposed to musically, we were exposed to more, like, musicians. Like, granted, we came up, like, right around the time of, like, your Backstreet Boys and NSYNC and all that stuff, where that was a part of it too. But we also came up during a time where, like in my early years, like, the grunge scene, right? And, like, just even if you want to take, like, a Matchbox 20 or a Third Eye Blind, they were musicians in a band. There's not, like, yes, that exists. I guess your Imagine Dragons or whoever the fuck it is now, but I don't think it's as prevalent. And I think there is a lot more manufactured, you know, disposable pop stuff than there was. Like it feels like almost like 90% of music is that now, and that's maybe where she separates herself from that she's a little bit different, that she's a little bit more of a throwback to being an actual musician. Maybe that's the difference. Maybe it's because they haven't been exposed to as much musicianship as we were when we were that age. I don't know.
That's true.
Yeah.
I can see that argument. It's just, I don't know. The music comes off super basic, and
it is.
And I guess maybe that's what's doing it, is that kids are basic nowadays. Because I want to relate this to maybe another point, but we can do that when we come back.
Sure. All right. Well, we'll take a short break. Hopefully it's not too long. We'll get in touch with our good friend, that lizard wizard Ty, here in just a few. Let me fire up some break music for you here. When we get back, though, I do want to discuss the end of my journey, which is, some would say for the best, some would say for the worst. But my corporate podcast journey has ended for now, and we'll talk about that in the second segment, a little in when we do Ono 2.0. I also want to talk about the Nickelodeon TV show Doug. And I also want to mention the writer's strike in Hollywood and how that has sort of affected the wrestling world in WWE. And I want to get your thoughts on some of that. We're also going to be doing some tier list stuff at the end of the show, so stick around because we got clips coming as well. We love you, and what do we say when we get out of here for the first segment, Mikey? Fuck your dreams. We'll be back in just a few. So, Mikey, what are the best jobs for a one-armed person? Let me let you think about it for a second. Welcome to another edition of Oh No 2.0, your second dose of Oh No for the week. And yeah, if you weren't familiar before, or you didn't hear on the last show, we should go back and listen to that. But yeah, I kind of jabroned my arm. So I'm wondering what I can do, Mike. What are the jobs? What are the jobs that I can get as a
Well,
one-armed
I'm pretty
man?
sure you could be a toll booth operator because you just need to be able to take change and press a button to
I
lift
don't
the
know.
booth up.
I mean, like, there's a lot of like that might be a little tough, like dealing with all the coins and stuff. Like I gotta.
No, you gotta get a tray. You'd have to
Yeah.
get like a tray that you
Yeah.
hold out.
I was thinking school crossing guard. I could do that. I could.
No, you can't because you gotta have your other arm to wave people, and you're arming.
Well, I can at least put the sign up. I can put one arm.
Yeah,
sign.
but when are the kids gonna know where to go because you're not waving them on?
That's true. That's true. What other? I don't think there's many jobs for a one-armed man. Bagging groceries, that's out.
You can't do that.
Can't stock
you can't
shelves. Can't do
work
that.
Fast food. You need both arms
Need
to
both
work
arms.
fast
Yeah,
food.
any sort of like grilling position, you're gonna need both arms.
Let's see. You can't type. You'll be too slow.
Yeah.
All your typing positions are out.
Yeah.
I suppose you could answer a phone.
Yeah, I could do that. I'd Bluetooth it. You know.
Yeah.
Do that. I could probably do that. You're right. I could probably do that.
You could be a tour guide, but it'd have to be a walking tour guide.
I forgot. I need to do that. I need to follow up on my tour guide application. Probably too late now. I need to put a video together of the script. I never
you
did
guiding
that.
a tour.
Yeah. Well, it was like a spooky script. I was remember I was gonna do the ghost tour thing.
Yeah.
I'm still into that. I still would do it. I just never followed through because I thought I was gonna get this super high profile opportunity podcasting job with the old factory there. And man, I thought I knocked
What happened?
I knocked it out of the park in the live interview. You know, I knocked it out of the park in my video that I submitted to him. It got me the in-person interview and everything. And did we talk?
Oh, you had to do a phoner?
No. Did we not talk? I don't think we did. We didn't talk about how I actually had to go and do a podcast as an interview.
Oh,
it was something, man. Like,
wait, how many of your ideas did you have to use, or were they all their ideas?
So they did ask. This is very funny because most of the conversation, it was about 30 minutes long, and it was basically, you know, it was like a half interview, half podcast where you're on microphone. Like when I got there, it was an actual like radio broadcast studio, and there was an empty chair with a microphone and a set of headphones. And I'm like, well, I suppose that's my chair, isn't it? And they said, yep. And like, okay, so you hop in and, hi, Owen, how you doing? This is the blah, 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 blah. And
did the host immediately berate you for not adding anything to the notes?
No, which leads me to believe she's not a good host.
No, you're not a good host.
Not a good host.
Did she ask you for her packet? Did you
Well,
have her packet
I did
already?
I did not. I also.
Oh, you fucked up, Owen.
But I did blame it on me a little bit because I failed to bring her the 12-pack of Budweiser that's required to.
You didn't bring that at all.
I didn't bring the beers in the room. I didn't do that. I forgot that.
Did you at least bring some weed that everybody could smoke, like before you guys got started?
Also forgot to do that. So I was expecting.
Owen, they don't even sound like they're a real podcast.
I don't think they are.
Two,
dude, it was sober.
You're a terrible third, fourth, fifth
whatever,
mic, apparently.
It was like second, but yeah, no, they are a terrible podcast. They don't adhere to any podcast traditions, like not being able to function, barely being able to talk. You know, there was the ratio of men to women was far too many women. There was not enough hockey jerseys. There was not enough sleeves cut off. By the way,
cum jokes. Were there any cum jokes?
Not a single cum joke. Not a single dick.
That's
fart,
not a pod.
cum. dick fart cum? Like, oh man. None of
What are
them.
they? I think they're calling it a podcast, but it's not. It's not. It doesn't have the heart of a podcast.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. The first they wanted me to talk like, because you got to do like I had to prove my improv skills, right? Gotta show my improv skills, and they wanted me to talk about water taxis, like off the top of the dome, and like, oh, we're talking about what she says, like something about like, oh, we're talking about water taxis today, and they wanted me to have like a quip, like a one-liner. And I was like, well, this show's really gonna sink, isn't it? I was doing a lot of, float, sink or swim puns and a lot of that. Like, oh, yeah. Here's the deal, Mike. It was a fun experience. I'm glad I did it. But if I'm being real with you, I was actually wondering how I was going to balance a world of this show and doing something like that. And I realized
it would depend on the paycheck, how much balancing I'm doing.
Exactly. I felt like I could do a lot of balancing and I could make something work. But I was a little worried that it was going to steal, like, the real true essence, like we were just talking about, of our podcast away from our podcast. Like it's
well, if they're not doing farts and dicks and cum jokes, like we're totally fine.
And what are we doing here?
We're fine because we still got them. They don't want your fart jokes.
No. I really did. I thought I did a really good job, and I thought that. I'm not saying that I ever thought I had it in the bag. That's far from the truth. Like I always knew this was a long shot. But let's be real. I'm not what they were looking for. I'm not young enough. I'm not pretty enough. I'm not hip enough.
You definitely don't look like they could force you to eat an apple through a fence.
I'm not gonna acknowledge that. That's from another show, and at least change it to hot dog. But it was it was a thing. It was a thing that happened. I'm happy again. I'm happy I did it, but maybe it wasn't the right. Maybe it wasn't the right. Thing
well, now,
for
Owen,
me.
Now what you got to do, you got to take this podcast and make it so big that they feel stupid.
Well, that's going to happen eventually. It's always for me. It's like, well, everything in life is kind of a war for me, right? So like you fool me once, shame on you. So yes, I will be going into war. I will be probably putting a better theme park podcast, out there, and we'll just go from there. Like I like a good tit for tat. I like a good retaliation. I like a good,
I like a good spiteful success.
Yeah, spiteful success. That's probably like what I'm best at. So,
that's the name of my autobiography, Mike B. Spiteful Success.
Yeah. That's kind of the way it was. Also, though, they did ask me, it's like, oh, this is, so it's like, imagine that today it's like your, it's your podcast that you get to talk about whatever you want to talk about. What are we rolling with here, right? Like, what are we going into? And I gave him some, like, 3 really solid ideas. And I'm just going to be waiting. I'm going to be looking.
Come. Yeah. And I don't think you're going to believe this one.
Farts. Yep. All 3.
I got all of them, baby.
I got all of them. Have you heard of titty fucking? Because it's a good topic. We can talk about that.
Have you heard of my legendary segment called Guy Girl Side Boob? You heard about that one?
Heard about that one? Would you titty fuck Shrek? Like
that's a classic. Did you see that goes so good on my show? On my show, where I'm a real podcaster. That slays.
I say, I'm like, do you have the phone lines? Instantly, the phone lines will be blowing up. Like we could take calls. Like
take them now.
Take them now. I mean, like I know it's just the interview, but let's go live, baby.
Oh, and you should have had me ready. Be like, hold on 1 second. I'm just gonna say it. The phone lines are open, and immediately I just call in, and I'm like, hey, I just want to say, long-time listener, first-time caller, Owen, I love you, bro.
Yeah.
But I got a question. So the other day, I'm really giving it to my old lady, and
Yeah.
I rip one. Oh, and should she be mad at me, Owen? Is she okay? Is it okay that she's mad at me?
I think this can go both ways, Mike. I think that she needs to look at you and realize that you're a man and that you're a human being and that sometimes these body functions, just happen. But Mike, you got to understand, man, that's not probably couth. Like, you probably need to, like, not do that. Like, I understand it happens, but Mike, you understand how she could be a little bit perturbed by this, right?
I hear what you're saying, oh dog. I hear you, man. I love you guys. Love the pod. Keep it up.
Yeah.
I'll hang up and listen.
Universal Orlando Resorts, come here.
I mean, we just gave the. If you don't listen to this and just give us both jobs today,
you're idiots. You're idiots if you don't.
You're real dum-dums, okay?
But no, I am scared they will steal some of my ideas, and I'm gonna be watching like a hawk. You think
that first idea, we're gonna be right here on air, like,
I'm calling out.
Listen here, factory.
Listen here, fatzos. Listen here, oh no, fatzos. This is what
you think you can come down to Oh No and steal our ideas?
Yeah. We've been podcasting longer than you jabrones. But yes.
Honest to God, if they are just getting to podcasts now, they are so late.
They are.
So late.
I mean, they've been doing it a couple years, but it's not been long. It's not been on a radio show long. I'll tell you
it's
that.
not good enough that anyone I know listens to it or has ever even heard of it.
Or ever heard of it. Exactly. Yeah. I don't even know who it's for, if I'm being quite honest with you.
What do they just? I bet they just play it like through the resorts. Like you're out by the pool and it's just me and you, just like, hello, and I was at the Minions ride the other day, checking out the Minions.
I was ripping it down the Hulk. Yeah.
I was on the Rip Ride rocking like, Mikey, that's Disney, guy.
Yeah. Oh, no, yeah, you're getting it all wrong. I was over there. I was getting my picture
taken with Tigger. So I
was taking my picture taken with Tigger, and
I mean, Optimus Prime.
Yeah. I mean, they look the same. You get it. They're tall, and yeah.
I was. Hey, Owen, I was in the back lots and I ran across Optimus.
I farted by Optimus Prime, and I'm pretty sure Optimus Prime didn't like it.
I'm pretty sure he was ready to transform and roll out of there, if you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. But we still bring in the farts. We still bring...
Yeah, I'm not going to stop bringing in the farts.
No. Do you think people do that, though, too? Like, they go up to the characters in parks and deliberately rip one? I know people do that, right?
I have done that.
Oh, you have done that. With who? With what character?
Mexican Donald.
Mexican Donald? You
He was with the three. He was in the three caballeros, and I'm like, Jesus. Oh, I can't wait. And like as I got in there, I'm waiting in line, like I'm feeling my guts start to bubble, and I'm like, oh man, I'm gonna fart, but I don't want to do it here in this line of people who can judge me. So I just waited till I got up to the caballeros and was like, hey, cool, and like gave some high fives and definitely ripped ass.
In fairness, I hear that Mexican Donald is a bit smelly, and so like they might have thought it was him. Like if the next person that comes up, they were like, Mexican Donald eating them burritos.
Well, I weighed my options. I'm like, bro, they're probably not going to smell it through the suit. And two,
I don't know. What if it got sucked into the suit and that's all they could smell? Like
they have like a little air conditioning system and it sucks in my fart.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Well, I'm sorry, Mexican Donald. I didn't mean to really mess up your suit day.
No, but yeah. No, but yeah, Owen, good conversation. Good job.
Yeah, man.
This is why you didn't get the job. But anyway, that's what didn't happen. They could have had me and Mexican Donald, there could have been so much more. There could have been so much. We need to make all the characters Mexican on Cinco de Mayo. That's an idea that I have. I want all the characters. I want your Shreks. I want your
Mexa
Shrek. That's a good name. All the little minions would be good. You could do them. You got like Marilyn Monroe. Oh, can we do? Oh yeah.
Oh,
that's-
she's dressed up like a Latina.
yeah. We get a Latina though. We do a big ass. You know,
Oh, big
like,
rump Marilyn.
Yeah. We don't even. It's that's the day.
And her hair looks wet. I don't know why, but it always looks wet.
Basically Shakira. We just get Shakira to come in there and for a day, you know,
And play
like,
Marilyn.
Yeah. That's what we need.
I'm okay with that.
That's what we need. Let's see what else. What do we got? We don't have Jaws anymore, but I do want
Jaws with a sombrero.
Yeah. I do want
And a mustache. Just a sombrero and a mustache.
I want it to be like little Pedro, who's like the guy that's shooting the shark and stuff, like the captain of the ship, the skipper or whatever. I want it to be a little Latin man, like, oh
no, it's the shark.
Oh no, it's the shark. So sleepy, so sleepy.
Everybody swim away.
Yeah, eat his big shark. Look at the big shark.
I would also like it.
I hope I don't have to shoot
like,
it.
Mexican Jaws, like when he pops out of the water, he's like, "Trabajo!" He's just trying to catch a job.
No. He does like I do when I jump in a swimming pool. Jaws comes out of the water and goes lucha libre, and then dives back. That's what he does. Yeah. I like that idea. That's a good one.
El Tiburon.
Do you know about Doug? You know about remember cartoon Doug on Nickelodeon? It was one of my favorites growing up.
Douglas Funny.
Yeah. And they fucked it up when Disney bought it, and it went to Disney. Like it was never as good on Disney as it was the old Nickelodeon ones. I'll stand by that. I think it was.
Yeah, I agree. I think Doug kind of lost its.
They changed
flair.
I know they changed one of the voices for sure. And then the colors changed. It looked different. It was never Doug was I'm a purist.
Well,
I'm a Nickelodeon purist.
And I think the issue was Doug. They ended the series like very succinctly.
I don't remember how it ended. They just kind of part ways or something, don't they?
No. So the last episode of Doug is obviously nervous. He's graduating. I want to say middle school.
Yeah.
Because the Disney series, I believe, takes place while they're in high school.
Exactly. Yeah, but they go to different schools, him and Skeeter, I want to say. So they're not going to be together. So
I'm not that well versed in the Disney version.
I think that's the Nickelodeon one. I thought that was the Nickelodeon one.
So the last episode is Doug's very like, he's not dealing with like he's going to graduate and go to a new school. He's very worried, and like Roger's acting up too, because Roger's equally nervous about going to a new school where he's not the top dog anymore. And in the end, Doug like realizes he just needs to go talk to the principal about his like problems. And you realize, I mean, I think the funniest thing is the principal's name is Principal Butt Savage.
I didn't remember that.
Oh, this is all the dumb shit that's just locked inside of my mind.
The principal from the cartoon Doug.
Principal Butt Savage.
Principal Butt Savage. Well, that's just inappropriate. They couldn't.
They do him like he's the villain, the Claw. They only show him like with his hands on the desk, and they never show his face. And in the end, like he reassures Doug that he's like, you're gonna be fine, Doug. Like everything's a new beginning. Like you'll be cool. It'll be okay. You've got your friends. Like you'll be fine.
So I learned this. Like my brother always made fun of me for watching Doug. He's just like, what's going on with their like the colors of these people? Like it always bothered him that Skeeter was like bright green, and like they were weird colors, right? Like, and I guess it's sort of a commentary. Color doesn't matter or whatever it is, right? But my brother was always bothered by the fact this is also the same guy that thought Abraham Lincoln was black for years. So like he's got problems with colors or something. But I guess like it kind of explained it that some of the characters are unusual colors like green and purple and all that shit because Jim Jenkins, who like solidified like early designs of the show with David Campbell, the other show creator. They were at a small Mexican restaurant and basically just got like fucked on margaritas. And they were like, yeah, fuck it. Make him purple. Make him green or whatever. I kind of love that. I kind of love that. I kind of love that that's the origin of it and that there's nothing more to it. That it was just like they were drunk off their ass and decided to make these cartoon characters, you know, purple and green and all these random ass like I always thought when I was I thought Skeeter was a black guy, but he was just green. Wasn't Skeeter?
He's just green.
But he was black. He was a black guy, though.
They portrayed him as black because he could, like,
guy.
beatbox and, like, his family was much different than Doug's. Like, I think they address it at some point. Like, they go over Skeeter's got a bunch of brothers and sister. Like, he's got a bunch of family.
Skeeter was black. I think if you
that's how they kind of portray
okay,
it.
I'm going to Google it right now. Was Skeeter black? And I'm going to see what the internet says. Was Skeeter black? All right. Was Skeeter from Doug black? Second suggestion right here. Okay. An oral history, Enslimed, an oral history of Nickelodeon's golden age by Matthew Klickstein. Doug creator Jim Jenkins says Skeeter is indeed black. Even though he never developed the character with race in mind because he was fucked up on margaritas, it's pretty common knowledge that Skeeter was African American. Yeah, he DJ'd. This is the kind of shitty part though, because it's like every stereotype of a black kid. Like Skeeter DJ'd he played basketball, was really good at basketball.
Yep.
Those
Come on, tell me that Skeeter wasn't black.
Well, those are the two pictures that instantly just popped up with the Skeeter thing. From here on. There's Skeeter hitting on Patty Mayonnaise. Patty didn't want any of it though. She wanted that Roger. What was Roger then? If Skeeter, who is kind of like a bluish, purplish.
Roger was more than likely
is he
like an Italian?
He's green. He's sickly green is what he is.
He had like the slick back hair, and I always thought he was an Italian.
I just thought he was trailer trash. Like that's the way I looked at him. He's like Roger he had a cool leather jacket though. Didn't he have a toothpick too? Did he have a toothpick? Or am I imagining that? Roger might have had a toothpick.
Yeah, he had a toothpick sometimes, I believe.
Yeah. That I don't know. Was he a punk rock kid or was it slicked back? Because it's like kind of stands up.
He was kind of like a greaser, to be fair. He had like boots and jeans.
Yeah.
So here I have the transcript of like the end. Basically the whole last episode, Doug is, and I even got it wrong. They were in elementary school. They were moving on to junior high.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, Nickelodeon makes sense.
So the whole time, Doug, they basically are like trying to figure out that like he should go see Principal Butt Savage because the principal's like a really smart. Yeah, he's like a super smart dude, and like he's helped so many students. And so he spends the whole episode like just trying to meet the principal. And just failing. And he finally sneaks into the principal's office through the air ducts, like while graduation is happening. Because for some reason, while graduation is happening, the principal's just going to be in his office.
Yeah,
that doesn't make sense.
He's not going to be. Yeah, he's not going to be down at the auditorium or whatever.
Yeah. So, Doug gets into the principal's office and finds out, like, because he lands in the office and the chair has the back of the chair to him. So Doug starts like pouring out his heart and he's like, I'm so worried. Like it's nervous. Like I'm going to go to a new school. And it turns around and it's Roger.
Oh, Roger was the principal?
No, Roger's just there because he's scared about graduating as well.
Oh, he's a pussy too. And they got
what I found out now in reading this, Roger had been in the 6th grade for 3 years.
So he's just dumb. Roger's just stupid.
Yeah, he's dumb as shit.
Yeah, he's dumb as shit. Like, yeah.
Well, maybe he wasn't dumb, but maybe he just wasn't ready to move forward, and so he was scared.
Getting
so,
real deep now. Getting real deep.
What happens is Doug then turns almost into the principal himself, and he reassures Roger that everyone there is all going to the same place. So he's still going to know everyone, and he's still going to be Roger. And not to be scared.
I got further and final proof that Skeeter was black, and I got a picture here with Skeeter, and you know how black people don't like their hair getting wet, like it's kind of a thing, like they don't like it. They don't like their hair getting rained on and stuff. Well, I got a picture of Skeeter over here where he's wearing an umbrella, one of those umbrella hat things.
Yeah.
So I think it's blatant racism. I think Doug was secretly racist this whole time, and still a great show though. So it's okay,
Great show, just full of racists.
Just full of racists. It sounds like Ty wants to join the party here. Let me go.
Oh, finally?
Yeah, it sounds like it. He said, "Hit me up." He got home from work apparently.
Oh, now he's home.
Yeah. No,
he just said, I'm ready.
Hit me up. Like, I see it, dude. Like, I just invited you. Just calm your tits.
Come on, bro. So here's the weirdest thing, Owen. In the end of Doug, while he finally, him and Roger clean up those feelings, they go back to the graduation, and all the people at the graduation tell him that Principal Butt Savage showed up to the graduation, gave like a rousing killer speech, and Doug didn't even get to fucking see it because he was too busy being an idiot.
He still hasn't seen the Butt Savage.
Yeah, he didn't even see him. And then they celebrate after graduation down at the Honker Burger and have a good old time and move on to middle school.
The best thing about Doug was the beats.
Oh, I need more allowance. Yodelay you.
Yeah,
I know.
It's a good song. It's such a good song. Moving on a little bit, I'm trying to get Ty in here before we can hop into clips, but I think we're just about to hop into clips, and I can figure this out anyway. So, what's it time for, Mike?
I think it's time to bring forth the
clips.
You know you want 'em, baby. You know we got 'em, baby. You know you want 'em, baby. You know we got 'em, baby. Clips. You know we got 'em, baby.
Clips. Yep, Clips is the portion of the show where we take a look at all the random stuff that we find on the internet, thanks to our good buddy, the Clip Commander, Tom Borelli. I hit him up earlier. I'm like, yo, you got any clips? He's like, I sent you like 24 last week. I'm like, oh yeah, cool. So these were sent to me last week. I don't think I have seen any of them. So we're going to go through them one by one. This is the first one we're going to go to here to see how this works out. This is Arnold's Pizza Shop.
Okay.
All right. This is Arnold's Pizza Shop. It's a message, clearly for a pizza shop or what have you. Uh-oh.
Hello, you've reached Arnold's Pizza Shop. I'm not here now. I'm out killing pepperoni. If you want to reach me, if you want a pizza, I don't care, because I'm not here. Can't you realize that, idiot? But if you need a pizza sometime during the next few days, I can have it delivered to you, or maybe I will staple it to you. I don't care what you want on it. Every pizza comes with pepperoni and with 9mm bullets on it.
So what is this? This is like a prank call? Like, I don't know.
I think this is somebody who's just good at impressions and is now leaving messages for his buddy's pizza shop, maybe?
Yeah, maybe.
Like it, I don't care, because you'll receive one anyhow. The only difference is maybe the 9mm bullets will be in a gun, or maybe they'll be on your pizza. If you don't fuck around, I'll give you good pizza. If you do fuck around, I'll take a pepperoni and punch it through your head. So
it's a good Arnold. I'll give him it's not a bad Arnold. Jeez.
He does have a really good Arnold.
Yeah, it's a solid Arnold. Ty's like, one more time, please. I've invited him twice. This is the third time. I've tried twice, you dickhead. Anyway.
Yeah, look, it's on. It's working.
All right, yeah. I tried twice.
Dickhead.
I tried twice.
Oh, and can you call him a dickhead like a Brit?
Fucking dickhead.
There we go. Oh, dickhead.
Dickhead. That's more Australian.
Dickhead he is.
Yeah. Oh.
I hope Mark is dying right now.
Oh, he is.
Well, not really dying. Don't die, Mark.
Bollocks wizard over here. Fucking.
Boy.
Anyway.
Oh, man. Oh, I know I interrupted your thing. I so
Yeah,
wanna
we're
tell
right
you
in the
about-
middle of our first fucking clip. We'll get to you in a second.
Oh, this
you
is clips. Okay.
Yeah,
All
we're
right.
in the middle of our first fucking clip.
Well, why the fuck else are we showing Arnie's Pizza Shop, Ty?
God,
I was about
exactly.
to ask.
You fucking idiot. So you calm your tits. We'll get to you, your late ass, in a second, and we'll
Real
move on from there.
bell end over here.
Exactly.
Shut up. If you want broccoli, what the hell is broccoli anyway? Shut up with the broccoli. If you want something crazy like a pineapple, I'll kill you.
The guy in the back is just loving it, though, Mike. Like the guy.
This guy is like, I believe that the guy laughing in the back was like, "Oh, Tim, do your Arnold impersonation, like you're calling my pizza shop, like it's for my pizza shop."
If you like pepperoni
And that's why
bullets,
he's just
you
losing
come to
it.
the right place. If not, you're an idiot. You deserve to die. So, leave a name, leave a number, serial number, how tall you are, whether you're susceptible to any diseases.
I actually like that part too, though. I think everybody should have to leave, and for any message, by the way, you got to leave your name, number, but you also got to leave how cool you are. Like, I do think, like, I'm really cool. I'm a 10 out of 10 cool. You can use whatever scale you want, but you got to give me an idea of your coolness before I proceed with the message.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I need to know.
And if you are, I'll come over. Maybe I'll give you a pizza. Maybe I'll break off your arm.
This guy's dying.
Get back to me, or I'll get back to you, or I'll crush you like the wimpy piece of shit you are. So, leave it now.
I mean, I don't know. But
it's not really a good Arnold, but it's still funny.
it's not
It's
bad.
good enough to be hilarious.
I'm all right with it. I wanted to hate that more than I did. But I'm kind of okay with it. We'll hop right into this one. Seems like it wanted to play already for me. This is the World Toe Wrestling Championships. Ty,
Okay.
we all know you have a foot fetish, and you're a fucking weirdo. Feet are
That's really misrepresented, but I'll take it.
feet are disgusting.
Misrepresented.
I'm not into feet. I just think weird shit is funny.
He's a liar. He's a liar. He likes feet a lot.
Feet's not really my thing.
Yep, he's a liar.
The whole reason it came up was because I was not really into foot stuff.
You're a foot pervert, sir. We have been over this.
Right.
You're a foot pervert, and we know it. So thank you for joining the show. Thank you for calling in and everything. But I'm not
Step
gonna
on my balls.
I'm not gonna let this misinformation go around willy nilly. Foot pervert.
Foot pervert.
This is the World Toe Wrestling Championships. You're probably in the background of this clip. I would not doubt that. I don't mean to invite more people. I would not doubt that you're in here somewhere.
Jesus.
I don't want a foot cake.
Okay.
I mean, what the fuck is about to happen?
So where are they? Let's start there. What type of establishment is this? This is a bar. Okay. Oh, all right. First off, that's a British plug right there. Top right. This is in the UK. That is a British electrical.
Oh, that's a Euro plug.
No, that's not only just a Euro plug. That is specifically used in the British Isles.
They got 4 prongs on their plugs.
It's a 3-prong. It's a 3-prong, and that thing on the very, very left right there is a little blinky light for faults.
Oh.
Yeah. That's a 3
That
prong.
sounds fucked.
So that's your ground. They're the best plugs ever invented, by the way. They're just bulky, but they are the safest, and they carry a lot of electricity. Anyway, that's a British plug. Okay, all right. So what are we doing here?
We gotta soak. We're gonna soak this foot.
Why did this?
Well, I'm not letting you toe wrestle me with just a willy-nilly your foot off the street.
Why did they put the phone underneath the bowl? Like, I get washing your feet before you toe wrestle, but why did they put? Is that like an
Maybe
ad?
they're getting a shot. Maybe they're getting a shot of it.
I kind of thought it was a scale.
That's what I thought at first. That's what I thought.
Your toes cannot weigh over 0.5 stone, or you're not allowed to compete.
0.5 stone, I think, would be a very, very heavy toe. Like a very heavy foot. Keep in mind, 14 pounds of stone. So that'd be a 7 pound. That'd be a 7 pound foot you're looking at, bro. Half a stone would be 7 pounds.
Whoa! I never knew what the weight ratio of a stone to a pound was.
Stone is 14 pounds. Yeah. Okay. All right. So this is the lockup. So is this? I'm gonna guess.
What?
This is the foot. So this is the foot equivalent of thumb war, right? Is that what this is?
Yeah.
And I've seen professional thumb war, like professional as this, right? Where they've organized leagues of like 1, 2, 3, 4. I declare thumb war, and there's thumb war like federations and championships and like all that type of stuff. This is the equivalent for feet, I think. Like, this is like, obviously some guy has set up a small company or whatever, and he's got, he got some like, he spent about $100, $200 on some promotional bullshit, and then made a thing that had world toe wrestling on it. Got a shitty website, and you know what I mean? Like, all this was done for $1,000, right? But it was this guy's dream, because he, just like Ty, is a foot pervert and wanted to. This is my theory, and wanted to see this happen. He wanted, because he gets off on the thumb toe
foot
wrestling.
on foot action.
Yeah.
Okay.
Owen,
how wrong or right do you think I am, by the way?
I think you're probably right on the money, because this just seems like this guy got really into something, or he's a footy pervert, and he just wanted a way to like view feet and probably record feet, foot on foot action, hot, steamy foot on foot action.
So
I think it's full opposite. I'm just saying, as the foot guy, it was some weird hippie that realized feet are the best thing just because they're feet and they carry us everywhere we go.
They're disgusting.
Not about sex, though. No boners. He just wants to
stop lying.
He wants to foot hug you. That's all I want.
No, well, I don't want your foot hugs ever. Don't you? if I'm like walking around, like if I'm in my house, right, and I wear my sandals, sometimes I kick them off when I'm on my porch. If you come around and you're in your sandals and you're sitting across from me and you try and foot hug me, I am kicking you out. I'm never talking to you again. I'm never talking to you again. I'm never. Like,
I won't be able to look you in the eyes anymore.
No, I'm not doing that. I'll never talk to you again, Ty. I'll never talk to you.
But if you don't look at me in the eyes, you're gonna look at me in the feet. I'm just saying.
So okay, the setup for this was this like, it looks like a female versus a male.
Yeah, like
is that?
I don't get it. How come?
We'll find out. But was this a
How could
female?
they have an intergender league?
I
That
don't
just
know.
doesn't seem fair.
Oh no, maybe no. I think it is this. I think it is a dude. I just think that he has his. He's got his toenails painted.
That actually doesn't look like paint. That looks like he's got bad fucking toenail.
All right. Well, let's see how it goes, because we got a referee in here now who's gonna start the match, I believe.
That guy's the ultimate foot pervert, because now
he gets to touch him. Yeah,
that's a lot of foot touch.
Dude, it also looks like that guy's got like a thing on the bottom of his toe.
Did you see the foot?
I did. We need to acknowledge this. There is so after the ceremonial checking of the feet by the referee to make sure they're locked up correctly, I suppose.
Hold the fucking phone. If you have the wand, why do you got to do all that hands-on touching?
You don't. It's because it's a bunch of foot perverts. So this guy does that, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, after he does that, a wand with a foot on it. That's the only way I can describe it. A wand with a tiny doll foot on it. Like
It looks like that's this dude's cane, and that's the topper for the cane.
Like he's like, okay, it's like he hits you with the foot, then that's the match. The match is on. So I already get it, right? Because I saw the way he was like extending both the feet. It is an arm wrestling match with feet.
With toes.
Yep, with toes.
I hope that's like the royal toe scepter, and like there's all kinds of like lore and pomp and circumstance around like the elaborate nature of the toe wand.
And instead of a belt, you should get a golden toe, like foot scepter thing, like that you carry around,
toe ring.
Right? Like a
golden toe ring.
Well, that too. But I think that you care. I think because of this scepter, I think you get a scepter too. Like I think
with a foot on it.
Yeah, like a gold one. You know. It's okay. Let's watch. Okay.
Oh, they got to keep their other foot up too.
Oh, they got to keep okay. So they're locked up. Two right feet.
That adds some difficulty.
So
I like it.
They got two right feet locked up with their big and second biggest toes all locked up. Pretty much all the toes look like they're locked up.
It looks like you're really digging into the other person with those toes.
They're sitting on like their butts, kind of like it seems like they're elevated, maybe on like
the floor.
Yeah, but they're on the floor. And it seems like they have like a pad or something, like some like little pad elevation, and then like they lock up with their right feet facing other like obviously opposite sides, and then they have to raise their left foot, I believe, for the contest to continue. So it is a battle of the toes and the feet.
Business idea. We go to birthing classes and start little gambling rings of fucking toe wrestling. I'm just saying they're already in birth position. We could make money.
Okay. That is...
Man, the strain on pregnant athletes. It'll be cool though, because we won't have to sign big contracts, because like we'll only allow it while you're pregnant.
Yeah.
So you can only.
It's a double.
You'd
fetish.
have to like.
It's a toe. It's a toe. It's like a triple fetish. It's toes. It's feet. It's wrestling. It's pregnant. It's.
Oh man! And so then you break the weight classes into trimesters. So your first trimester.
You can only compete for 9 months at a time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah. There's a limit on your career in this sport. It's just how it is, lady. Sorry. You're going to have another one if you feel like you're going to be able to come back.
You want to get back in the league. You need to pop out another kid. Oh, man. Dude, the amount of surrogate mothers in toe wrestling would just go through the roof. Bro, huge. I can already imagine this.
So who you guys calling? We'll figure out this match here. We'll watch this one. Are you going jeans or no jeans?
No jeans. Dude, look at that guy. Look at no jeans big toe, brother.
I like the confidence of jeans, though. I like the confidence. I feel like he might be a little more agile.
But I can see this dude's mega. This dude's mega.
Yeah,
calf,
he's got a mega. He does have
here.
a mega calf. He does.
I mean, I
smart
don't know.
money's on no. Smart money's on no jeans. You're right, Mikey. Yeah, I don't know if I'm doing it yet, though.
I'm gonna go jeans just for fun.
All right, all right. I'm gonna double down with you. I'm gonna go jeans too. I'm gonna be wild tonight, man.
Jeans.
Let's go jeans.
No jeans. No jeans. No jeans.
All right, match has started. We're fighting here. Locked up.
Come out.
Oh no. Okay, so now we got a better look at this. We didn't see these guys before. So
bro, Jeans looks like he's a swole dude.
Jeans is Jeans is the older veteran of the sport, while No Jeans is the young punk kid learning from the master.
Up and comer.
Yeah. We got a better look too. I think they have to. Do they have to keep their butts off the floor?
No, their butts are on the floor. They're on.
Or is that maybe he's just using it to leverage it, like keep them? I don't know. Yeah, they're on the floor.
Dude. The hard part's keeping your other fucking leg up too.
This is disgusting.
I thought this was in somebody's house for a moment.
No, the size of buildings over in the UK. They're small. This is like a big pub. This is a big pub. This is a pub or a bar.
I don't know, man. This is definitely weird.
Bring out the toe wand.
Oh man, there's Vaseline all over this on these feet. We never saw the winner. We didn't get the winner, by the way, the first match. I like how this guy is the Undertaker. He is literally wearing the Undertaker's costume and has his symbol. Like, he is the Undertaker of the sport. I like that. Like, theatrics are good. Interesting tattoo, by the way, on his opponent. It looks like it is straight up just a bottle of beer. I think
That's a nice tattoo.
I think that's what it is. If you look close from there. It's a bottle of beer. So how did he win? Did we get this yet? I don't think.
I think you just got to get pushed back so far.
That's it? Okay. So there's like it's a mini sumo mat for the foot. Is that what it is? So
It
you
looks
can
like
only
it,
use your
basically.
toes, and then you use your toes to push out. I've never heard of this, never seen this. This was invented by perverts for sure. 100%.
perverts.
100%.
Take it away! Come on, Dad! Go on, Connor. Go on, Connor. Come on, Dad! Go on, son. Go on, Dad!
See, that is tough though, because if it was the full foot, right, that would make it easy. That would make it too easy or too hard, because like, you know, if you could use your heel, it has to seemingly be
just the toe and ball of your foot.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, like, what's that name of that? Right, that's the ball of your foot,
The ball of your foot,
by
yeah.
your toes. Yeah, it seems like it's what's the back part called then?
Your heel.
That's okay. For some reason, yeah, you're right. It is the ball. I always get them somehow because my heel looks like a ball. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. Stupid.
Owen's heels look like balls.
Yeah. Well, you know, seemingly with this sport, you use your toes and the ball. I feel like it's more the ball of your foot would be the you would use the most, though, right? Like it's maybe.
I don't think it's like. Don't they have to hit both, like either side? I don't think it's pushing like back and forth.
No, I don't think they do. I think it is. I think that is like where you have to keep it. Like that's the out of bounds, right? It keeps you in there. And I think that you have to push.
Go on, Connor. Go on, son.
Yeah, you just got to push them off the back end.
Yeah. Jeans is back. He must have won the first round. This must be like the end of it. The final battle. Oh no, we're back to the same one.
Oh, did it start over?
No, it didn't start over.
I think it might just be the same match. They just are showing another part of it.
Yeah. There is a line down the middle, but that could just be like your half court, right? Or like,
I think that's where you just have to set up.
Yeah.
Undertaker, you're really getting your shit kicked in.
Undertaker,
Holmes.
see, like it looks like Gene's won. I think Gene's won.
I think he wins everything.
I think he went the distance. Yeah, look, Gene's won. Look at Gene's.
Oh, he got a full-on medallion.
He got a medallion. He won the toe battle. He's like,
look at how many cameras there are, like, just for this.
It's a big deal. It's a big
Just
sport.
for this.
It's a big sport, bro. It's a big sport.
Well, I mean, Ty wants the footage, so we need a couple angles.
I'll send it to him.
They put it in there for the sex parties. It just happened to have a foot tournament today.
All right.
This is usually a BDSM bar.
I don't know what this means, but Oceana pilots names from KTV News. Does that do anything? Does that make any sense to you? Oceana, ASIANA.
I don't know. That doesn't sound like a real word to me.
Is that real?
Asiana, Owen.
Asiana. Oh yeah, you're right.
Also, real quick, guys, if you found a BDSM bar that had like really reasonable drink prices, like more reasonable and closer to your house, do you think you could drink there? If like even no matter what night you went, it was like a BDSM bar?
Does that not sound fun to you? Like, I like some weird shit, and if
No,
it's
like,
cheap and nearby,
what if I'm just
all
trying to
right.
like stop by after work and like have like a beer or two and watch the rest of the hockey game?
Can they have like the chill corner? Can they just, if they got a chill
Where
corner,
like the BDSM is minimalized?
Yeah, just a little bit. Like I'll go. Like,
That's where you have to do like light flog. You can only do like light flogging in that corner.
Can we get like a blind open? Is that okay? Can we not do a blind or curtain pull? Like, can we not like one of them like just a little bit of sunlight? Can we? You know, I was thinking maybe like
it's a dungeon, Owen. It's a sex dungeon that serves beer.
I was like, hey, maybe. I mean, what about we get a couple like craft seltzers in here, you know, like really spice up maybe what about dogs? Can we bring dogs? How about we put a bowl in here?
Yeah, but they have to come in dog gimp masks.
Okay, yeah, well,
they like it. It feels safe for them.
Oh. All right, so what is it? Asiana? An Asianan crash? Asiana? Is that what we're doing?
Asiana, yeah.
Looks like a news report, and it sounds like the reporter really, had as much trouble as I did with all that.
Coroner is still trying to determine the cause of death and whether she was already dead when the truck hit her. We have new information now also on the plane crash. KTVU has just learned the names of the 4 pilots who were on board the flight.
Bro, I can read the names and I know what's going on.
Ting Wong, Wee Tu Lo, Ho Li Fook, and Bang Ding Ao. The NTSB has confirmed these are the names of the pilots on board Flight 214 when it crashed. We are working to determine exactly what roles each...
That's a good troll. That's a good. That's a good troll. When the news,
brother,
when the news picks up Captain Something Wrong and We Too Low.
How do you not? But bro, like my brain saw those immediately and was like, "Well, these aren't real people."
Okay. Bang Ding Ao is good though. Bang.
That's one that I feel like if I was doing this, I would have put that one at the top of the list because it's the one you like lead off with because it kind of sounds.
But he tells a story though because Captain Something Wrong, and then We Too Low.
It's an official captain. Yeah.
Holy fuck! He tells a story. It had to be the last
out.
one.
You're right. I do see the poetry and the reading them that way.
Yeah. We Too Low is my second favorite though on this one. Like,
I think Holy Fuck is like kind of that's the hackiest one of them all.
Something Wrong is pretty good though. Something Wrong is that might be We Too Low and Something Wrong. That's close. Holy Fuck's the lowest, but
it's not bad.
Quality news troll. I don't know how
that's
they
a good
that
troll
off.
right there.
Yeah, I don't know how they pulled that off, but it's pretty fucking good. All right, this guy seems like he's mad, or something. We'll see.
I just want to say something to you, Bethesda. Just want to say a little something.
Yeah. Tom said that this guy was mad about pronouns in the game Star. What is it? Star whatever.
Starfield.
Oh, do they not have enough of them, or
no,
are
I think
too few?
Oh, well, we're about to find out what this guy thinks. He sounds British, so sorry.
It's nothing I love more. Taking my headphones off. Fuck that. Bethesda, there is nothing I love more than to sit down, comfy chair, turn on my PC, fire up a brand new RPG, lose myself, think, oh my God, just think of this world. Just think of all the planets I can visit, all the immersive things that I can get involved with, all the fights, all the relationships, all the people I meet, all the places I go. I'm so excited to go there. And I love nothing more than with all of that laid out in front of me, I love nothing more than to be dragged out at every fucking conceivable opportunity so you can fucking current day us.
Whoa.
So we can what?
So I think you say dragged out. So the modern day.
Concurrent day us?
Yeah. So you can current day us. Yeah.
Sorry, did you want to get immersed in our world? Yeah, well, guess what? Fucking pronouns!
He's really mad about this.
Fuck you,
Bro, if this guy had sunglasses and if he was doing this rant from his truck, he could be American.
Yeah, he'd be make $1 million too.
ambiguity! Fucking current day Californian shit! Because that's all we fucking know! Because we're boring! We're so fucking boring!
Jeez, I love a good anger. I love his anger though.
We
Over
can't
nothing.
see past our own fucking reflection! That's the level of our narcissism here at Bethesda Western Game Company!
Like, it's a game. You can stop playing it.
Fuck
You can just choose he, him.
Fuck you having a good time. Fuck you falling into a world and just getting lost. No, no, no. Current fucking day.
Like you know better than me, Mikey. Like, what is he actually talking about? Like on a menu when you can select like what your name is, like there's a bunch of different pronouns. Is that what he's talking about?
It's not even that hard, bro. So because I went through the character creation for Starfield. So you design your face, you design what you're gonna do, you give yourself a name, you choose.
Right.
You want to. They give you obviously have to pick like 1 or 2 boxes. Do you want to look like a male or do you want to look like a female? But then it gives you it's just a drop down menu, guys. It's literally just a drop down menu. And guess what? When you pick male, it switches to he, him. When you pick female, it switches to she, her. And then you have a drop down menu if you decide you want to use other pronouns.
And this guy's
just literally
losing it over a drop down menu.
Over one drop down menu that you literally, if he's this much of a, if he's so incensed by the fact that there is a drop down menu. So just for your knowledge, other people can feel a level of immersion where they feel represented in this video game.
How dare they? How dare they?
Your literal narrow-minded, bald, fat ass can't just be. It auto did it for you, you chunky bitch. Like it did it for you.
Yeah, fuck this
asshole. Why are you still fucking crying about it?
Yeah, fuck
this I don't get because it's literally not an issue. So this guy is literally. This is
100%.
This, if anything, is fake outrage. It's this.
Yep.
It's this dude who's literally just crying about something that's not a real problem.
100%. I couldn't agree with you more. Like, it's especially when it's something so easy to just move on from. Like, okay, man, like no one is telling you have to be one of those pronouns, but like there's legitimate hate and anger behind those eyes. I don't understand it when it's something that doesn't like affect you in the slightest. If you're talking, talking about taxes, if you're talking about like things like, I get it why you might have like an aversion to a more liberal policy or something like that, right? When you have a legitimate concern. But if you're talking about like the family unit and if you're talking about like gender roles and all that type of stuff, I don't get it anymore. Like
this guy isn't talking about either of those things. He's talking about how he had to see a menu that had more than 2 options.
Right.
He's a baby, is what he is.
Yeah.
Like, dude, you're complaining about something that is so skippable.
And you're allowed to have disagreements with like big issues like that. You're a human being. You are allowed, but like you're not allowed, in my mind, and to be respected if you're just shouting at the top of your lungs when there's something that's like clearly you don't understand and clearly that you have a a bias to begin with. Like you're looking for a fight is all that is happening here. You're being you're being juvenile, you know, in a lot of ways.
Yeah,
and
very much so.
And there's if what this decision made, this is like the energy that he's providing here is the energy that is reserved for when somebody makes a decision that makes you lose a job, that makes you lose, like hurt a family member, things like that. Not a drop down on a fucking video game. Get over yourselves.
And again, it's like
all
the,
of you.
The one reason you're complaining about it is that it destroys your immersion. Unfortunately, for some people, it adds an entire new layer of immersion to this story because now they feel represented. So I'm sorry that in representing other people, you now feel so offended.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Like, that's just... Let's hear a little bit more of this, what this piece of trash says, so we can make fun of him.
Fuck off!
You're
boring! You're fucking dull! You have nothing to say!
Bit like you.
You are a one-hived mind twat waffle!
Sounds like he's describing himself.
Yeah.
That's all you fucking are! And you wonder why people are getting so fucking sick and tired! You take everything we love, all our emotions, all our fantasies, all our escapism, and you just can't help shovel your dog shit, fucking crap ideology into everything! Every single solitary fucking thing!
Yeah, dude, this guy is legit upset that they put a drop-down menu in a game.
Like, it's the thing. It's not like that. What he's describing, I would be pissed off at as well, right? Like if every and people like especially older generations do feel like, oh, like there's so much gay shit out there and acceptance shit, you're thrusting it down our face, when all it is doing is really just asking you to be like, cool, bro. Asking for just a basic level of acceptance for humans. You know, like that shouldn't be too much of an ask. Yet people do get like mixed up in that. This is like a step further with that. He's taking it to that level.
Think about it like this, Owen. He just said, he's like, all of our immersions, all of our fantasies, all of our creatives, like, dude, that literally, from what it sounds like to me, is you literally have a fantasy world where these people don't exist. That's what you are trying, all your escapisms. So you're saying you're literally happier in a world where all these people don't exist, or where these people
pretty much
don't have a voice and aren't included.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he would be happier if that,
awesome,
that was
bro.
the case.
You're a bigot, so welcome to that club.
We should find this guy's name. I'm sorry I didn't have that, but yeah, this guy's an asshole. If you come across him, we're not fans, and I'm sorry that I know that was probably a little touchy, a little shitty, but I'm glad that we got to shit on him.
We get to expose a bigot.
Yep. Yeah. Exactly. All right. So last clip of the week: woman profits by renting out her side of the bed. Ty, don't. This is where he gets ideas. I know it.
A woman named Monique Jeremiah earns nearly 1,000 Australian dollars per month through a unique job she calls hot bedding. Apparently, hot bedding involves renting out the unused side of your bed.
Hot bedding.
To those in need. While some people might be horrified at the concept of being in bed next to a stranger, the 36-year-old from Australia says it's actually fine when you don't think about it too much.
Ty is already booking his trip to Australia.
I mean,
Ty's trying to figure out how to hotbed in Wisconsin for the winter. He wants people to come spend the night in his bed for the winter.
In fairness, she is a very attractive female. She is a good-looking girl. She's a good-looking girl, and if it's the choice of this or Motel 6, I'll share a bed, I guess. Depending on the price, if it's I don't know, it's probably a lot more expensive. Ty, no one's gonna hot bed with you, bro. Like I don't know.
It's actually
Too
fine
skinny.
when you don't think about it too much.
I don't think
So
about
right
it too
behind
much.
me is the queen size bed, which you can rent half with me and enjoy my company in my house.
Okay.
This particular bed is very comfortable. It's good for companionship, hot bedding. It's very social because I'm a social person.
She also doesn't.
yeah.
Her face muscles don't move, so there's a bit of that going on. And I'm not sure that there is a personality or soul behind those eyes, but okay.
That's
She's
part
a-
of what
she's a
turns me
robot.
on.
Comfortable not only with the idea of sharing her room with a stranger, but also with sharing her bed. Monique explains that she can detach emotionally from the situation, and there are no emotional commitments involved. She identifies as sapiosexual, meaning she
What
Sapiosexual.
the fuck is that one? I haven't heard of that one. I'm gonna be the angry British guy now. How many people are you fucking? What are we fucking now?
I think she just likes people. I
Oh.
think.
You didn't know that one.
No, she finds intelligence arousing.
Well, no offense, I think she kind of would.
values
So she's attracted to everyone.
intellectual companionship more than physical intimacy. Interestingly, her first guest during the lockdown was her ex-boyfriend.
Right,
She
wait.
probably figured if she can't travel the world, at least she can let the world come to her.
You started a business because you wanted to fuck your old boyfriend in lockdown, and you were both lonely. That's what you did.
One sleepy stranger at a time.
Why she got to look all sexy at me?
Yeah,
Stop it.
exactly. That's the thing. Is it's like it's leading a certain way. Like if the same service existed and it was a big fatso woman.
It
you
was
would-
me.
You right?
And it was me.
Okay, just say it's Mike B. Same service exists. I can rent half of my. Janine's not there, right? I can rent half.
Hey man, you I'm gonna go to sleep here in like 30 minutes. So I mean, whenever you want to crawl in, just come on in, bro. It's cool. You know, I got you your own blanket right over there.
Two sides. You know the deal. You read the thing. You know, like this is my side. I like this side. You hanging over there. You know, like.
I'm
Sorry about the nosebleed stain on that pillowcase, but it's clean. It's been washed. It's just it's a stain.
Yeah. I'm sorry you did rent late, so I didn't have time to. So I did have Taco Bell for dinner.
Yeah.
I'm really sorry. But that's why we got separate blankets. Nobody's getting touched up, and that's just the way it works. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Do you wash your balls before like I get in your thing? Do I get a shower at least? Do you get a shower?
I'm
and
gonna
I get a
demand
shower?
that you shower before.
Yeah, I think that's probably a
And
good
don't
rule.
and don't mind the camera. It's there for your security, not
Yeah,
mine.
Well, clearly. Yeah. I mean, I'd how much a night? How much a night?
For her or for me?
Well,
that's what the funny shit is. I bet it'll be like something outrageous. Like,
Oh, it'll be
thousands.
thousands. It's gonna be thousands, isn't it? It's gonna be $1,000 a night or something stupid like that. But I'm talking.
What if she
like,
says something stupid like 40
that
bucks?
was the end of the clip. We don't get an answer.
Oh, damn it!
Unfortunately. But Mike, what about for you? What are we talking here?
My going rate?
Yeah.
It's $40, but
Oh.
you have to bring a pizza of my choice.
Okay. You lost me at the pizza.
No, I want what I want. That's why I'm only charging $40.
I mean, $40 is a little steep for for you anyway, and the pizza. I would do 20 in the pizza, but
I'm not making any money at $20 a night.
30. What do you cut friends deal? Friends deal, like.
Okay, but if I cut you the friends deal, you have to go to the pizza place that I pick.
It's kind of. Don't just get a pepperoni at least, okay? Like I can't.
You're going to Bruno.
All
That's what I'm
right.
just saying.
Well, fuck Bruno. It's overrated.
Whatever. I'm
overrated. Overrated. Ty, what about you? How much you charging over there? What do you got? Like, you got that whole basement. I got access to the bathroom, shower,
Yeah, dog.
right? I got
cool 300.
oh, 300, huh?
Yeah.
300.
I'm a quality cuddle.
Oh, okay.
And you're gonna cuddle. I'm only paying $150 if you're gonna cuddle me.
Yeah, it drops the price. It drops the price. Does not raise it for me.
It's not an enhancing effect for the amount of money.
Do we get?
Oh, and what's your rate?
300.
I mean, I think I'm worth a good $73. Yeah, $73 a night is what I would price it out at. Yeah, so I can walk away. I can walk away at the end of the day with a cool, 40 after the service fees and everything,
No cuddle though, right?
No cuddle. I won't look at you. I will just be there. I will I'll lie like the Undertaker does in a casket. I will put my arms across my chest in an X. I will lie there. I will look at the ceiling. I will go to sleep. I might snore. I might not. And then when you wake up, I'll still be there doing the same thing, and you can just get up and leave. And that's your experience. You can use the shower.
I would set the room up and then photograph it so that it looked. I would just take pictures of the bed, and the bed would be normal, and it had pillows and everything. But all around it, creepy dolls. And I wouldn't put pictures of the creepy dolls there. You just show up and be like, I'm supposed to sleep with all the creepy dolls.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, those weren't in the pictures.
What do you mean creepy?
You say creepy.
That was Clips. Get it out the way.
Yeah.
You know you want 'em, baby. You know we got 'em, baby. You know you want 'em, baby. You know we got 'em, baby. Clips. You know we got 'em, baby. Clips.
Sorry, I had to get us out of Clips. We were stuck in Clips.
Glenn shouted out she charges the equivalent of $210 US per week. $210 for a week. Is that right?
Dude, that's better than an Airbnb.
That is pretty good. That's
I get to
now wait, do I only get
week?
to come there at night though? Am I do you kick me out of the house?
I don't think she's letting you put your extra turkey breast in the fridge, bro. I think that you're,
we can share. It'll be cool.
I don't know.
Yeah, can I get a group rate where we can all
Oh yeah.
Cuddle puddle?
We could split up. We'd split it. I was thinking you take a couple hours, I take a couple hours, we'd do more of a rotate situation.
We got 30 guys in on this deal, so it's gonna be a pretty busy night. Everybody's coming through, catching a couple winks, and then you're out.
Well, think about the value with that.
Prostitute,
It's it's like the gangbang of naps.
Gangbang nap. Yeah. That's what it is. Gang. Yeah.
She napped with over 150 men that night.
So
segment 2 name? I don't know. That was good.
So Ty, you it's really kind of the first time apart from Clips that you've been on the show tonight. So what's been going on with you? And is there anything that you need to tell me about? You have more feet in your collection that I know you've been chopping off, and that you do. How many more?
I don't like feet.
How many more feet have you chopped off?
I'm not a feet guy.
He is a foot guy. I know he is. No, but what's going on? Seriously.
Yo, I had to shout out. So okay, you wrestle talk all you want. I'm gonna shout my first D&D game out.
Oh,
yay!
It went really well. I was drunk the whole time. A little bit drunk in real life too, but drunk as a drunk wizard. I created a fucking vortex of titties that worked in distracting our enemies.
Nice.
And then our barbarian friend tackled them down the stairs, and we fucked shit up. It was awesome.
Yeah.
A good vortex of titties. I like a good vortex of titties.
I created a fucking vortex. I was gonna shoot some magic missiles out those nipples, but I got hit.
I like this though. All right, I'm glad you had a good time. I still think it's for dorks. I still don't.
I'm embracing it. I like it.
Yeah, but Owen, have you ever heard any football guys be like, and then there was a vortex of titties?
That's true. I do like a good vortex. You pull me back in a little bit with that. You did. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. Speaking of the wrestling thing, you brought it up. I mean, I gotta say it. I'm actually really like laughing my ass off because there's this huge like writers guild strike, right? Like all the writers in Hollywood or whatever. And lo and behold, as that starts, guess who shows up who haven't been around the scene because they're always too busy in Hollywood. Guess who shows back up on WWE TV? Not only John Cena, but then the motherfucking Rock just pops up. Like, yeah, that's coincidence, you assholes. Like, come on, it is a little like, you get what I'm saying, right? Because it is a scripted program, and there technically are writers that are not in that union, blah 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 blah. But it's a little like, I guess we can get away with this if we're John Cena and The Rock, but doesn't it feel a little douchey? Like, isn't that kind of like I gotta get it. Wrestling is its own thing, especially like with those performers. Cena is wrestling, like, and has done a couple times. So I think that think that gives him a little more leeway. But The Rock, he's coming in, he's being The Rock, he's cutting a promo and just being The Rock, basically.
But you've been removed for so long, like it just feels odd.
It feels awkward when you're like, and yeah, again, this is less about the wrestling side of things. I mean, I'll talk about it on the Ono Wrestling Show, but
yeah,
but it's more about just like, really, like,
you're undercutting the writers by just bringing in these massive stars just to like get your view numbers correct.
And I get it. It's to keep their brand fresh, right? Like, that's a big part of it. Like, they want, like, The Rock has a million projects going on. He wants to keep that.
But that's the thing. Is it keeping your ship?
I don't know.
Is it keeping it fresh when you're just trotting out old ponies to like come save the brand? Like, everyone can already know.
I'm talking about his own brand, The Rock's own brand. I can have discussions on WWE and talk about what they're doing on a different level. They're actually doing a lot of good things at the moment. Like, as much of honestly, I think professional wrestling's in a really good place right now. But I think it's just kind of hypocritical or a little bit with The Rock and Cena popping up all of a sudden that the strikes happen. Like, it does. The Rock in particular would not ever have been there if this writer strike was going on. Like, there was
You think he's cashing a check? You think he's just cashing a check?
I don't think it's cashing a check. I don't think it's about that. I think it's about he constantly needs to be going to keep his brand as popular and as big and as alive as it is. He constantly needs to be on something. And if he's not making a movie or if he's not doing this or that, then
he's got to stay in the eye.
But it's also, what a nice thing, like, as a performer like that you've always got it in your back pocket. You can go back to WWE. You can be on weekly household television, twice a week, 3 times a week, if you really wanted to be.
And maybe not even wrestling, maybe just showing face.
Just being there. And that makes your brand more important. That makes all of your brands, if you're him, more important. You're back. You get the huge ovation from the live crowd. I guess what I'm saying is, like, it just, something about it feels off and slightly selfish. And I don't think that Dwayne and Cena are bad guys at their hearts, but I just think it's like, we've talked about this before. You get that level, like, to that level of celebrity where you kind of forget what it's like to be a normal person. And like how like the optics are of things, how people perceive, like, the writer strike to this and that. I don't think there's any ill intention with it. It's just a little, I don't know. That's my point of view. But I just wondered what you thought of that. A little too heavy.
I mean, it definitely does. To me, it just felt like, okay, you're getting out there because you're just trying to stay relevant. And it just comes off a little disingenuous. Like, you don't need to be there wrestling, dude. Like, that part of your life is so past.
It definitely takes away time from newer guys too, right? Like, that's a thing. Like, that's definitely
question. Because wrestling is like, essentially scripted and written. Are there writers in the guild, or are they?
No.
just
they're purposely
wrestling
not.
contract.
They're purposely not. Like that's part of all of wrestling since the beginning of time. I mean, if you're just talking about pro wrestlers, it expands from that to like they're employees. Like they hire employees and they do hire people sometimes as writers, but they're not a union company. They've never been a union company.
Yeah.
All the none of the wrestling companies. There's never been a professional wrestling union. There have been times that people have tried to start one, and it's never ever worked. And there's two minds of thought of it. I could go on a diatribe about it, but I'll save you the time. It's a 50-50 thing. Half the wrestlers want it, half the wrestlers don't. And there's benefits in there's pros and cons to both sides. Of having a wrestlers union and a wrestlers that whole thing. I see arguments on both sides. It's something that has been I think it would be very, very, very shocking if it ever actually happened and would change the entire landscape of the industry overnight. And that's why it won't happen, because it makes too much goddamn money. So that's why, realistically, never really gonna happen. Anyway. Moving on, we should talk a little bit about this. I had some dog shit drama, and wanted you guys' thoughts. So
Dog shit drama. Doo-doo.
I got a neighbor, right? She rents out her house, Airbnbs it, or does long stays, in her little small home, and then she also has like a fence, like a big property, right? She has a fence, and then she stays in the RV still on property while she's renting out her own home. So she rents her own house out, makes money off it, and then stays in her RV, and she's completely cool. And we have a great relationship. It's awesome. We have another house across the street, right across the street from the both of us, that is now abandoned. It's where the old dude died, right on the corner there, the White House, like that. Yeah, there was the old dude that died in there. There was the
Oh my gosh.
There was like
Wasn't there a squatter?
Yeah, there was. They kicked him out. I don't know if he's back or not, but he was never a problem. So even if he's in there, I'm not going to bother him. He's not been an issue. Apparently they're knocking that house down soon. And so whatever. But part of this, so there's a thing that bothers me is that neighborhood people and her, especially her new tenant that's staying there in this Airbnb and the house right there. They've become aware that house is abandoned and getting knocked down, right? So they are taking their dogs and they're letting them shit all over the yard and not picking it up. And I'm like, I don't like this. There's something wrong. Even though it's not my yard, it's an abandoned house, and realistically, it's not bad for the grass or anything. It's probably gonna be good for the grass, all that, right? I'm trying to think about it in my own head, but I just hate the people that are that shitty. That
I mean, yeah, it's like.
And she's so she lives. She's living across the street, and she has it's a therapy dog that is a German Shepherd, like a big ass German Shepherd, and takes man shits, right?
Big old shepherd shits.
And you need to pick that shit up and throw it away, or else my whole street is gonna be dog shit. And yeah, it's not my house, but come on. What do you feel about it? If it's not my house, is it shut the fuck up? Don't do anything about it? Or should I, in Owen fashion, run over there and put a sign in the ground that says, pick up the dog shit, motherfucker? What do you think? A sign?
100% sign.
What do you think the sign should say? How should I word? Even though, because it's not my house, right? It's not my house.
Pick up your shit.
Pick up your dog shit. Just put it simple.
You could hang up one of those little doggy shit baggies.
Fuck
just
them.
To say, here
Bring
it is.
your own. Bring your own. You have a no.
Yeah, but you're targeting that one chick. It's her.
Yeah, but I see her 4 times a day at least.
Dropping a turd.
Yeah, it's it's constant. I'm like, really? We're just not. We're not doing
Every couple hours, this dog is pinching off a fresh loaf in my yard.
Yeah, not my yard, but my neighbor's yard. And like,
oh, if it's not your yard, bro, you can't.
It's not
complain.
my yard. It's not my yard. It's like it's across the
But it's
street.
also not her yard. God damn it.
I just think it's rude. I don't know where the laws, the rules are on this one. I feel like a good sign though, just to be a good human being and pick up your shit would go a long way. You know, like that's not a terrible idea, right?
Once again, not your yard, no complaining.
See, and that's not how the King of Rain Street rules. Like
I will impose my will on you.
Is the house in question even on Rain Street?
Indeed, it is. It's a corner lot. It's a corner
lot.
lot.
Where's the face of this house?
The other
face?
street, but it's a corner lot.
Oh, you don't even have any rain on this street.
No. You're wrong. You're not. No. You don't know how the rules work around here. I get it.
You're asking other kingdoms to change
there's
their
a bleed
rules.
over. Well, there's a bleed over. I've never met the King of Warwick or whatever. I've never met the King of Francis.
Maybe you should know your neighboring kingdoms there, partner.
Well, they're all weak. There are no neighbor. Like, actually, I know one of them. There's a good king over there. He's a welder. Like, so I like him. Like, there's a good kingdom over there on one side, but the other side's weak, and this is the weak side. I got, like, what am I going to compete with? The marketing people over there? No, they're weak. I get them every time with the cats and the dumpster. You know.
The cat dumpsters?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. There's cats dumpsters all over this place. It's the worst. Cat dumpsters. You know what cat dumpsters are, right?
Where they put dead cats?
Yeah, it's where they just put the dead cats. Like, oh yeah. Like, there's a vet down the street. I think about that sometimes. I'm like, there's probably a lot of dead.
They burn them, don't they?
Dude, I don't know that they don't burn them there. I think what do? They freeze them and then they get sent. I think they freeze them and then they send them off to get burnt at a
bigger cat burning facility.
Yeah. Like, yeah, that's
hundreds of cats a minute.
I bet you they
toasted.
Ginger went up like, I bet you too. Like, oh man, I mean, I don't think 30
And
seconds.
she was pretty thin by the end.
Yeah.
Like, so yeah, she probably didn't last too long. She wasn't one of those
quick burn,
big old chunky cats that just got a slow burn.
I like a good British bulldog roasted on the fire. You know, like that thing will keep, like, with all that fat. Oh yeah, that'll keep a fire roaring for a while.
And you got all that delicious jowl meat.
Out of most of the dogs, I think I'd eat a bulldog. Like, I think if.
Dude, no, I'm eating a big old meaty pit bull.
Oh, no, we're stupid. Like, the Japanese already have it figured out. They got a whole dog that's bred for that, don't they? That's
Shiba Inu?
Yeah. They're supposedly they're cute as fuck, but they are supposedly delicious, and I can see how they'd be quite delicious. You know?
I gotta eat a Shiba.
I will eat one. Yeah. I can't look at its eye, but I'll probably eat it, you know?
Oh, dude, I'd have such a problem eating a Shiba. You'd have to bring it to me and just tell me after the fact that it was.
Is that the Dogecoin dog?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's how people probably know it.
Like, why are they delicious? Explain. What makes
raised
what?
Because they eat them over there, and I think that they eat them, don't they?
They bred the dog specifically to have extra flavorful meats.
No, they did. They bred them to eat. I think that there's some truth.
Bro, look at the big old hind quarter on this dog.
Dude. Yeah.
That's a tomahawk steak if I've ever.
That's what I heard. I heard it's like human beef and horse put together. Dog.
Wait, how do they know what the human part tastes
Don't ask.
like?
They're Japanese. It's a different culture. It's a different.
Okay, so I'm gonna just side tangent real quick.
What?
I was on Facebook like I tend to be while I'm pooping, and I come across this post that was basically saying that McDonald's is using human meat to like supplement.
No, we all know that.
You say it jokingly. The amount of people that were straight up like, "Oh, they've been using human meat for years." They're like, "Oh, they find there's like 50% human DNA in those burgers." Oh, yes, of course it is. Like these companies, they don't believe in Jesus, so of course they're using people meat.
Fucking
I'm like,
Jesus.
I'm like, you guys are legitimately fucking nuts. These are the people that like walk around the Walmart next to you.
Oh, that are in our society for sure. Yeah. Do you want to do something to end the show? Because I think I don't need to be talking about Walmart people meat anymore. But yeah, let's do something. Hang on. Let's see if I can get. I want a song. I don't have a song for this yet. I don't know. We're just gonna go with. Maybe we'll go with this. Hang on, 1 second. Yeah, a little, every once in a while, I like a good Cajun music to wake you guys up. Like if I gotta hear it in New Orleans all the goddamn time, you gotta hear it as well. It's fucking irritating, it's terrible. But tonight,
I like it.
Tonight we're gonna do something different, Ty. We're gonna do something different. We're gonna do an experiment here. We're gonna do an oh no tier list, and we're gonna end the show with it. All right,
tier list.
Oh, these are the best. This is what the kids are doing, right?
All right. So my best tier. Oh man, it was probably when we put my dog down. It's probably the best tier I've ever had.
Whoa, man!
That's a sad direction. Don't go in a sad direction.
Oh, well, I thought we were talking about our best tiers.
Oh well.
No, like a tier list, like S tier, like fucking tier list.
So we're gonna.
Yeah, bro. It was the best tier. It was S tier tiers.
Okay, so we gotta list someone else. Oh, you guys can't see it, can you? I gotta do the thing, motherfuckers. Why do you have everything so difficult? Why do you make everything so?
I can see it, but it's delayed.
All right. Do you want beers or comedians?
Beers.
Ooh. Okay.
Beers it is. Let me do beers. All right. Do you see it?
Yeah.
I do see it.
Okay. All right. These are the beers that we got here that we're gonna be ranking. S is superior, and then we've got A, B, C, D. So, it's a pretty standard ranking system here. What about Bud Ice? Is it where do you rank Bud Ice, guys? That's fly.
See, this is gonna suck. Cause Bud Ice for me, it's A tier.
Okay, he votes an A tier. Where do you put it?
I love shitty beer.
Bud Ice.
C.
Okay.
C.
That means it's a B because I was going to go with a B, and it's our first entry. Bush. Standard Bush, not Bush Light, which will be next. Standard Bush is
D.
also a B beer. Ty, do
I
you
will
agree?
very much agree. B.
All right.
B.
Better or worse than Bud Ice?
Better.
Worse.
Better.
Worse. Going with you there. Bush Light is a C beer, my opinion.
They're both D beers.
I mean, I'm going C for Bush Light over Bush.
I'm going D on that too.
Going D? All right. So 2 Ds?
Yep.
All right. Bush Light's D. Budweiser. It's an A beer. It's an
A beer.
It's an A beer. It's an A beer. It's not a superior. It's an A. It's an A.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean,
I don't know, man. I might be that too, but it'd be like the high B.
Okay. All right. Well, that one might be floating then between A and B. Budweiser heavy, Bud heavy in the A B territory. But first one to make A. Coors Banquet. Well, that's superior beer. It's a superior beer. It is the top of the list. I would
say it's an A.
You're going A. I'm going superior.
It's very drinkable. I'll give it that.
Are we pulling it to top of A? Maybe top of A?
I could see top of A. It's better than Budweiser. I'll say it's better than Budweiser.
Okay.
So yeah.
So that's
I
where
like
it is.
Coors. I do, but S tier. I don't know what's even.
Well,
on
there's
this
nothing.
list?
There's
What's
nothing
S tier?
in the. There's nothing in this whole thing as S tier. So we're.
There's one. I can see one right
Okay.
away.
All right. Corona Extra.
C. That's a C beer.
Yeah.
It's
yeah.
not Bush level, so
No,
I don't want to say it's
if
D.
Bush is B, it's below Bush, but it's in B.
Regular Corona, right?
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah.
I guess.
All right, it's going down to C. It is. Coors Light.
That's a B. That's a nice B beer.
Yeah. It's behind
middle of the
these-
road.
No, I want to.
It's ahead of Bush.
Yeah, it is. I think it's ahead of Bud Ice, if I'm being honest, man.
I'd be okay with that.
That's where it goes. It's top of B. Top of B. All right, Dos Equis. I like a Dos Equis, actually. It's ahead of Corona for damn sure. I don't know if
It is better than Corona. We had both at T Flats, and I can honestly say I probably drank more Dos Equis than I ever did Coronas.
All right, I think Dos Equis goes top B. I think it goes top B.
It's better than all the B beers. I'll give it that.
It goes top B. Does it make A?
No.
It's B.
No.
It's B. All right. Guinness. Now, this is
I have
obviously.
no love for Guinness. Guinness is a D for me.
I like a Guinness. I understand what it is. I enjoy one every 7 months. Not even kidding. But it is not something I ever go reach for, and for that reason, it's gonna go C.
C?
It's below, but it's, you know what? It's below Corona Extra.
I'd agree.
So that's where I put it. Because that's where I put it.
I don't know, man. I like a Guinness. Guinness feels like top of B to me, but you guys outweigh my vote.
Moving on, Heineken. All right, overrated
I
beer.
like a Heineken. I put it in a B class above the Bud and Bush.
It's the lowest. Right now, I would take a Bush, a Bud Ice, a Coors Light, and a Dos Equis over a Heineken. So it goes at the bottom of B. Heineken
You take a Bush beer over a Heineken?
No, probably not. I would put it between Coors Light and Bud Ice.
That's what I was gonna say. I'm like, come on.
Yeah.
For the odd placement of Bud Ice and Bush beer, because more than likely because of me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got to be better than those two.
Yeah. Okay, that's where it belongs. It does. That's where it belongs. You in agreement with that, Ty?
I can abide by this, yes.
Okay. Ice House. All right, baby. This
Big
is
poo-poo stinker.
Oh yeah. I have gotten shit faced off Ice House, but I don't know that
In
it's
fact,
a D.
the next three can all be just D beers.
Okay, I'm putting Ice. This is where I
Really?
would put Ice House.
How does it get out of D?
I'm putting it bottom.
It's
of
not
C.
better than a Bush Light. Ice House is. Come on, Owen.
No, you're right.
It's not better than a Bush Light.
It's the worst one that we've pulled. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Well,
It is the worst
I don't
pull
know.
so far.
Okay. Ice House has some flavor, so I'm gonna put Ice House top of D. I'm gonna put it above
Top
Bush
D?
Light. Yeah, to put it top D. Okay. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I think that's where it goes. I think Ice House deserves more credit. So Bush Light is now the worst beer. Yep. I mean, yeah, no, yeah,
Keystone.
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
I've only had Keystone a few times in my life, and it was on the Bush Light, real light level. You can drink 100 of them. Ooh,
It's D.
yeah. I think it was better than Bush, but I can't remember. But
I got wasted a few times on Keystone. It's
yeah,
not good.
It's D.
You can drink it.
Milwaukee's best ice. See, I don't even know Milwaukee's best ice. I remember Milwaukee's best. I remember old
we used to call
Milwaukee.
Milwaukee's Beast.
Yeah, it's the Beast.
Because if you got drunk on Milwaukee's best, you were having a
so
rough
top tier, right? Top tier, superior. Like,
I could put it between Ice House and Bush Light.
Yeah, it's probably where it goes. Yeah, I think I would opt for a Beast over an Ice House, though.
I know I would.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Yeah, so top of D. We got a new
top D.
All right. Modelo Especial. I'm a sucker. It's C. It's better than Corona. It's better than Bush. It's better than Bud Ice.
It's not better than Heineken.
I think it is. I would take a Modelo over a Heineken.
I would too.
All
and
right.
I praise Modelo. I would call that an
Honestly,
A beer.
I'd take one over a Coors Light, I think. And I would take one. Ooh, that's the tie. Dos Equis
It's not better than
Modelo.
Dos Equis, though.
It's close.
I
No.
love
Dos Equis
Modelo.
is like the king of Mexican beer for me.
All right, but this is where it goes, right? We agree. This is where it
I'm
goes?
okay with that.
Okay. All right. Miller High Life.
That's an S. That's an S superior tier beer.
It's not going in superior.
I'm drinking one right now.
It's not
Come on.
It's not going in.
Come on.
It's
not.
better than it's better than a banquet.
There are no superior beers on this list. Like
there's at least one more that I can see from the list.
High Life.
High Life.
It's got to be king. It's got to be the best A beer.
That's where it goes. No, it goes at the end of A beers. It goes at the end.
High Life.
It goes at the end.
High Life
I
really
would take it
grew
over
up.
a Budweiser.
No way. You're an idiot.
I would take it over a banquet.
No.
Again, I would take it over every other beer other than maybe one on the list.
No.
I've never agreed with Mike so hard.
Nah,
What's
it
up?
goes. It probably goes down here. Really,
No.
You are
Probably-
letting you
No.
are letting your bias
No.
influence this tiered list.
I'm not putting.
It belongs in A, and I believe it belongs in A over Budweiser.
You can believe what you want. That's where it's staying. That's what I. That's where it's going. It goes at the end of A, begrudgingly. The end of A. Yeah. No.
He wishes he could have put it in B. He wanted to put it in B.
Michelob
Ooh.
Ultra D.
It tastes like nothing.
Tastes like nothing. I would rather have a Keystone Light than a Michelob. Yep, I would. I would rather have a Keystone Light. That's where it goes.
At least you'd get a little beer flavor.
We have a new worse beer.
Mick Ultra.
Fuck you, Mick Ultra.
Miller Lite. This is a tough one because I had a Miller Lite not too long ago, and I was pleasantly surprised after not having one in years. I'm like, Miller Lite.
You're a beer.
You're not that bad.
I don't think I've ever honestly had a Miller Lite.
I have. I just don't like Miller Lite, man. As much as I love High Life, I hate Miller Lite.
I would put it between Heineken and Bud Ice on our scale right now.
That's a pretty solid score for a beer.
I don't know, man. I'll give you C topper.
If Bush and Bud Ice are B's, Miller Lite is a fucking B.
Again, I have no dog in the fight. I've never had one.
It's the same as Coors Light, dude. It's the same as Coors Light.
You can stick it behind Coors Light.
That's where it goes. That's where it's going. It's like the same type of shit. Yeah. So it's going right there. Then we got Natural Light, and Natural Ice. We should judge these both honestly at the same time.
So Natural Light, D.
Okay.
Natural Ice.
Oh, anything with ice gets
over
a slight,
Miller.
Okay. No.
I'll agree
Okay.
with D on first.
They're
Ds.
both D. They're both D. It's just where they
I
ended.
love Natty Ice.
No, Natty Ice is a D. It's a D. It's
5.9.
Natty. Okay. I'll take a Michelob. It's right there. That's where it is. Like that's that's where it goes. Natural Ice, second to last, is what it is.
I wish my cursor could move some of these around.
Well, you can't. What about a good old fashioned PBR? Now I got a soft spot for a PBR.
It could be the top of C. It could be the top of C.
Nah, it's in B. If Bush is in B, Bush is in B,
I don't like. I am not a fan of PBR, to be very fair.
I like a PBR.
I had my PBR days. I don't do it often anymore, but man, I drank a lot of PBR.
They are extreme. You can drink a bunch of them. I'll give them that.
Yeah, it was like the thing you did at shows. Is like, well,
yeah, it's a show beer for sure. It's better than Coors Light. It's in between Modelo and Coors Light.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah, that's where it goes. Right there. Right there. That's where it goes. That's where.
Okay.
Yeah. Stella Artois.
I think that's a pretty solid B beer.
It's an
better
A.
than a Miller.
No, it's an A. It's an A. It's
I'm not a Stella fan. I can drink it. It's fine. But
If you put it in A, it's the bottom.
I would take a Stella over High Life, but that's because you two are psychopaths. But yeah, maybe it does belong just in the bottom of A. But compared to those other beers, like that's.
I would like to revisit High Life being S tier.
I would second that motion.
No, it's not.
We have called it to vote.
It is not happening. It's not happening.
It's okay, Ty. We still got one more S coming up.
We got Steel Reserve.
And there it is.
Oh, that's the top.
Steel Reserve.
Top.
S.
The best. Yep.
S tier.
Oh, yeah.
The highest.
Oh, yeah.
Tier
Highest tier. Steel Reserve. That's the one. That's the one we wanted. The top.
People are gonna shit down our necks for that.
It's the best beer on the list right there. You know what? I had a friend who built his own moped and had to make his own muffler, and he made it out of a Steel Reserve can. And I'll never forget. He's dead now, but I'll never forget that in my life. It was a bike with a lawnmower engine attached to it with a Steel Reserve can off the back. It was good times, you know.
All right, so if we're honestly gonna rate Steel Reserve,
no, it's the top. I mean, it's the very.
God damn it.
Or the very. I mean, you know, flip it up. Maybe flip it upside down, and you'll see a different way. Bud Light, baby. Bud Light, baby.
C.
Yeah, it's C.
C tier.
I'd put it. See, yeah, Guinness is stupid to have on this list because it's such a different type of beer, right? Like, it doesn't make sense. But I would put it here.
But they just went with like all the really popular beers.
Yeah. Most popular beers in America, I think. So
yeah.
So Corona, I think I would have a Corona over a Bud Light.
I would
have. Yeah. I think that's where it belongs. I think right there. And then lastly,
that's S. This was the real true S, other than Miller High Life.
No, Yingling.
Dude, we drank
so
much
Yingling. Yingling is. It's okay. It's B tier.
Yingling beats Stella.
No way.
I would have a Yingling over a Stella in a lot of situations. I would have it.
If High Life has to stay where Owen dictates it's staying, Yingling's right.
Especially considering the positioning of Steel Reserve. I get it. It was a giggle laugh in the immediacy, but
Yingling's top of C.
No.
This is preposterous. This ranking system. Okay.
What? I'm saving it. It's saved now. It's what's the title? Oh,
it's over. It's saved.
ONRS beer tier list.
Oh man.
And save. Done. It's there.
Can you just show me that image one more time, Owen?
I don't know how this site works. I gotta go back or something. Maybe export image. Maybe if I do that, download it. That sounds sketchy as fuck. But okay.
Hold on, there we go.
Hang on, I got it. I'll get you a good one. Hang on.
Share.
I'm gonna feel embarrassed to share this because my name is part of it, and we did an absolute travesty to
what?
Miller High Life.
But it's Owen's fault.
I made sure it was correct. That's all. That's all. Oh yeah, you guys.
I don't think it's correct.
Oh, it's a different menu. That's our thing. Like, yeah, you're gonna have to look on the other screens or something.
I already took a picture of it.
All right, fine. Getting out of here. So yeah, that was tier. Do you like tiers? I want to do different tiers. I'm gonna make different tiers now for different things. Right? Oh, there's that chick again. Sorry, Biggie.
We're gonna argue.
Damn.
We're gonna argue.
Yeah. Hang on. Let me stop the share. But
She's trying to hotbed us.
Yeah, she's hotbed me already. But no, like I'm gonna do different ones. So I'm gonna make my cut. Like that was like an experiment, Ty, because that was like one that somebody else had things, prepared for with the pictures and stuff.
Right.
But I'm gonna make my own. Right. I'm gonna do the my first few topics. I'm gonna do the best balds. We're gonna rate balds.
Balls.
Balds, like bald people. Like famous bald people. Like we're gonna do a lot of bald people. Right. We're gonna do chins. We're gonna do blondes. We're gonna do We're gonna do goatees. We're gonna do
sandwiches. Let's do sandwiches.
We can do whatever we can do whatever we want, Mike. We can do whatever you can make them.
Tier list.
You can make them, Ty. You can make them. And then we can start really getting to the bottom of this ranking system situation. We can tier. I mean. Steel Reserve, top pick, is what I hear.
No, see,
I like
that is my problem with the list.
It's set in stone. It's done. It's printed. Like it's.
God damn it.
Well, no. I think I think once we finish, like maybe like 30 of these, we should take all these tier lists and then make a coffee table book.
Oh, absolutely.
About what we think.
Did you know that the back to wrestling real quick before we get out of here? Do you know the term kayfabe, right? We know you all know that kayfabe.
Believing or it's being the bit.
Well, like it's the art of the like the work, right? It's the kayfabe, the pretending it's real. Yes, in a sense, that's exactly what it is. It finally made it into the Merriam-Webster dictionary. Kayfabe is now a word. Also, did you know? Official in the thing, and I didn't know this, but a few years ago, I think I remember it, just forgot it. But did you know Jabroni's in there, like in the yeah Jabroni's in there, and I love that Jabroni's in there. Like that's the best thing ever that society has done, be it the Sheik and the Rock. Thank you for
Jabronis
for giving me Jabroni, but yeah. I was thinking too, like, I want a carny. I shouldn't say this. Trademark it because it's a really good idea. I think I could make a lot of money off it. But I'm thinking about putting a carny dictionary together and selling that for $1 million. Yeah.
That's what you want your millions from.
All right.
I mean,
all right. I'm in.
What?
Listen, dude, millions is millions. However we're making them, we're making them. Okay, yeah, I don't care.
Well, fuck that place. It sucks. God damn it. Don't go there. Just stop pretending that New Orleans is a thing. It's not. No one wants it to be.
We want more Zydeco.
Zydeco is awful. Stop it. Stop it with the scratchy boards and your screeching. No, you don't even hear that when you're there. You know what you hear? The
rap music?
Thuggiest slowed. You remember when like the slowed down thing was a thing?
Yeah, chopped and screwed.
Everywhere you go, it sounds like it's just music that is like slowed down with just like the loudest slappy bass in the cars and just.
It's because everybody's shithouse drunk all the time. The music's already slowed.
But I don't know how slow they need to be. I don't know. It's getting ridiculous out there. Guys, get it together. Fucking New Orleans. That being said, thank you for tuning into this week's editions of Ono Radio Show. Regular show and, of course, Ono 2.0, where things go.
Yep.
Thank you for joining us, Ty. We'll hopefully get back to a more regular schedule on Thursdays. It's just going to be a little weird for a couple weeks. I promise you. We'll get back to it. Everything will be fine. That being said, I want to thank you for listening. I want to implore you to give me money. Give me money, baby. Over at patreon.com/ONRS. I need it. I need to keep running this thing. I got to pay all the bills over here, and I need the money.
No money.
Facebook.com/groups/ONO Radio Show. Twitch.tv/ONRS Live. Coming soon, a new website over ono.media. 407-906-6466. Ono Radio Show. ONORadioshow.com for now. And check this out. I'll be over there at the Tampa Bay Lightning Florida Panthers game. Over there on Tuesday. So if you're down there at the Amway, I'm not talking to you if you're a Panthers fan, but if you come up to me, I might sign an autograph if I can. I got a bad hand. But I'll be down there with Sam and Trev. I'll see you there. That'll be a lot of fun. Boys, what do we say when we roll out of here? I don't know. I forgot.
Eat a bag of dicks. Eat a bag of dicks. Eat a bag of dicks.
DX.
Also, get your Halloween costumes together. All of you.
Oh no, Halloween?
That's goddamn right. Got a whole month.